I say I'm
Alright,
going to
so
record it. There it goes.
let me see if this works as far as moving scenes. Are y'all on a different scene now?
It's gray. It's loading world map.
Yeah. Do y'all see? No, y'all are
It's
all
loading
on.
right now. Alright,
Oh,
100%.
okay, it's loading.
You do
Yeah,
not own any token with vision in this scene, is what it's telling me right now.
that's what it tells you.
Yeah.
Whoa,
I
this
see,
is huge. Okay.
I see your cursor. You don't see this map? Did it load in?
It's all black to me.
Same.
That's weird.
Cool,
Wonder
we
how
started
come-
early. Look at technical
But
issues.
you saw the other picture, right?
I didn't see any picture. It was just pure black.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So, how about now?
Still black.
Still black, yeah.
Still black. So you gotta have a token on the board to be able to see. Alright, well hold on, I'm gonna put your token down, but it's kind of irrelevant.
Put me in Caden's keg if you would.
Cadence Keg. Well,
Yeah, weren't you starting us in the other pub or the other tavern, Mary? Oh, there you
yeah.
go.
Can you see the whole map now?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, your character's there, but it shouldn't. You shouldn't. It doesn't matter where your
Yeah.
character is. So, and I won't bother putting West. All right, so you should see. Are you zoomed in on like the middle part?
I see Teo standing right on the town. Or by the town. It's cool, we're
Do
like
you
giants.
do you see my Do you
I'm
see
giant.
my name in the middle of the map?
Oh, you're up there.
Yeah, come up
Yeah,
here.
I see it.
Use your right mouse button. You can drag it.
It may take me a minute to get there. I only have 20 movement.
Well, could you not? You can't see the whole thing.
No, he's right there.
Yes, I'm messing
me-
with you.
Because I don't think vision is. Oh, here we go. Sorry, that's what I meant to do. Now, can you see the whole thing without moving your character around?
Yeah, we
Like,
can.
you can see the whole thing. Okay. So this is the world map of Galaria, and this town is situated in an area called Eastern Isgar. It's an outskirt town, as you can see. I put a little Google marker here, but it's not labeled on any maps like a big fort or a big city because it's just a little, like say, outskirt, borderland, frontier kind of town at the bottom of this little hill, connected to an old Hellknight fortress that has long since been disused. But that's not why the town is there. The town is there really by chance. It was founded by 50 amnesiacs. And the reason I tell you this is so if you meet any townsfolk, you might have a cause to ask them what they think about their town's founding. So let's try this. I might have to put you a token on this next map too, because it's kind of the same deal. This is where you're actually supposed to start. Breach Hill, like you guys were saying. Let's see. One moment.
I feel a little bit like Godzilla, I'm not gonna lie.
This next one, you're teeny tiny. But I'm going to take the vision off to begin with. Here we go. Boom, boom, no vision. Alright, so let's activate this one. And this one has a little bit of music with it. Let me know if this is like super duper loud. It shouldn't be. It should be just like a murmur. You guys
A
loading?
murmur?
A murmur? You guys loading? Is that what it's doing?
Yeah, 98%.
Is it like background noises of people walking into town?
Yeah, man, it's just map music.
Okay.
So
I hear it.
this is where the official campaign really begins. When you're here
Yep.
in Breach Hill for the Call of Heroes. If you read the player's guide, you're aware that Breach Hill holds a regular Call of Heroes or Call for Heroes to hire just would-be adventurers to handle any kind of problem, mundane all the way up to slaying dragons. So you guys have come from your respective places, wherever you've come from, to see what the town has to offer. It is. Let me see if this clock's running. It doesn't look like it. Let me start it. Boom. So it is the night before you're scheduled to be, or the town council scheduled to have their call for heroes. It is, was that 6 o'clock, 1800? So it's 6 o'clock. It's a dinner time. You've all arrived in town. You can decide from which gate, whether it's this northern gate, eastern gate, southern gate. Eventually, though, you're all gonna end up tomorrow morning-ish, right before noon, at the Wizard's Grace, because that's the kind of traditional place where everyone gathers who's gonna hail the call of for heroes. So, we can just take turns here, since the order in my screen is Chesty, Shikteo. Drez, where are you entering? What are you doing here this evening before the Wizard's Grace, or before the call for heroes?
Let's see.
Where are you? You could start by telling us where you're coming from, or if you want to save that, tell us some other distinct aspect of your character.
I am coming in from the eastern side, this east gate over here,
Gotcha.
and I have got my hood up. I've got my eyes down. I'm not speaking to anyone. I'm very mysterious because I haven't written a backstory yet, and
So you're
that
busy.
adds to the air of mystery.
You're busy in your notebook deleting your backstory and creating a new one, as any proper rogue should.
And I guess I am headed to wherever I can get a room for the night.
Sounds good. All right, Chick. I you were wanting to stop in your.
I'll come from the northwest gate, and I'm gonna head to Caden's Cake. How do you say the waypoint again? What's the shortcut
Just
for that?
click and hold, and it should ping like that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. So you said that's a what for your deity? That's a temple or something.
Yeah,
What?
it's a temple.
And does that give you a bonus? Some kind of rested something?
I will have to look that up.
So we'll go ahead and tell us what else you do here while I look.
I'm a bard looking for adventure just because I'm running out of stories to tell.
It sounds like a OnlyFans advertisement.
It is.
I'm just a bard looking for adventure. All right, so you spending the night at Caden's Keg then? That's
Yeah,
where you're.
I'm gonna sleep beside Teo.
Kinky.
So yeah, look, it looks like Teo already set up shop, found his token, and drug it over to the map like a
I don't
total
even know where my token is. Oh, there's my token.
dickhead.
Well, you see, what happened was I made my way into town early because 6 o'clock is way too late. I'm already half a dozen in and yelling at the. Yeah, I'm already yelling at the barkeep to make sure that my mug does not run dry again. And for some reason, I've been inclined to buy this bard drinks left and right. So if he ends up sleeping next to me, it's going to be on the floor of the tavern, and he's probably going to be hungover in the morning.
Wow.
Sounds like a typical night for this bird.
See, I come from a long line of slaves. I spent many years on the open seas, kind of shanghaied into service. So I managed to buy my freedom through my years of work, and I'm here celebrating my newfound independence by drinking my life away.
Well, for visiting the temple of your deity, Nelly has obtained a hero point, and for sharing the gift of drink, Therok has also obtained a hero point.
Yeah.
So the day passes, and I don't know if I could actually. I think I could
Oh,
just change
Mary,
this.
my character is actually Neji, not Nelly.
Neji, like with
Yeah,
a G,
with a J.
with a J. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, let's fix it. Neji. Is that how you saying it?
Yeah.
That's edgy, Neji. Oh God, let me zoom
Sounds
in
like a
here.
weeb name, but it's actually one of the example names they gave in the Pathfinder site. The
Neji.
yeah. I know Wes was gonna say something about that. So
Yeah, there you go. Wow, nice.
Yeah, you gotta hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Florida.
It's a weird dude.
Wow.
I thought Nelly was gonna fit well with a bard.
So, like I say, time passes, and we will. Let's see. I think we can jump to dawn the next day. Yeah.
Well, don't we want to intro Wes's character, even though he's not here?
He's
I
just
mean,
some.
I
He's just
yeah,
some
I mean,
half-orc loser.
I mean, I've heard of a ranger wandering around outside of town. So
Yeah,
There
there
you
you go.
Looking all sus.
Well, you
Yeah.
see, he was taking a cart to get here, and unfortunately, there was
Well,
cart traffic on the road.
he's more at home down here in the Crimson Tide Wood. Awesome name. by the
oh
way.
my god, I just noticed that.
I
Dude,
was
isn't it
wondering
great?
if
Is it too
you
late to
had
quit?
named that yourself.
I didn't, isn't it? It's meant to be. Okay, but so yes, time passes. I don't know if we'll say it's dawn. We could skip ahead. Whoa. That's not what we meant to do. But it lets me skip to dawn the next day. Or shit. Let me see. Boom. There we go. But let's take a second, or just take a second, and look at the map here, because where you're going is right here. Town Hall. Wizard's Grace is not over there. It's actually this little U-shaped building, right?
Mhm.
This little monument circle. This is where they have a statue of their town founder, with these little water fountains that like supply the whole town with water. Next to the town hall, on the other side is the archives, and then over here's the lumber mill. So those are all just the things around town hall that you should probably take note of. All the rest of the town is obviously separated by this huge creek, which feeds them all their good drinking water and such. And so this scene, let me put you. I have to do the same thing where I have to put tokens down where you guys can see it. I didn't know I had to. What?
I think I need to kind of wake myself up. I mean, it's 6 in the morning. I've had a lot of drinks. I think I need to go for a dip in Breach Creek.
Oh my god.
Please tell me
Feel
you
that cold water.
I mean, if you need it, go for it.
I am taking an early morning stroll by the waterside when I see a very hairy, very naked, very still drunk dwarf
And
splashing around.
and it immediately inspires you of a backstory of a blind rogue that
I'm very grateful I haven't had breakfast yet.
beautiful. All right, hold on, almost ready here. I didn't know I had to add you guys like that for you to see it. Boom. All right, so we move into the tavern the next. What time should we say? It's not 6 o'clock. I was gonna say it was like 10 o'clock. We could try that. I'll try to set it here while we get started.
That's how long it took Drez to stop puking from what he had just seen.
Was from 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock.
Yeah, 4 hours. Yeah.
4 hours. Let's see, hour. Yeah, so we'll say it's 10 o'clock. So you all make your way from your respective locations to the Tavern of the Wizard's Grace. This tavern holds a traditional. God damn it! A traditional meal and toast before the call for heroes. It's become, like I say, something of a tradition. Obviously, Therok and Neji have become acquainted, having bunked together and spooned up at Caden's keg. After a night on the streets, though, Drez is worse for wear and looking for friendship. So you enter the Wizard's Grace. What do you do? And I was going to say at this moment, this like little bit of exploration here is where I guess we should kind of take final checks of your inventory as you're preparing, obviously for the for heroes. You want to make sure you have all your skills in order, all your arrows, nothing missing that's like obvious that we need to add to your card here. So,
First thing I do is I head to the bar.
So Therok and Neji enter together, head to the bar.
And I loudly proclaim that I'm buying Neji another drink. Nothing like hair of the dog. Hair of the goblin dog.
Drez, how do you enter the Wizard's Grace?
I enter the crowded pub and I look around for an open spot at the bar, stalk across the floor, pushing people out of the way, lean on the bar and look to the left of me, and I see that damn dwarf that was sunning his warhammer earlier. Suddenly I'm not hungry again.
And I talk to Drez and say, "Hey, you're that elf that's been puking for 4 hours. Do you want another drink?"
Not an elf, short ass.
I thought you're an elf. Are you a half elf? What are
No,
you?
I'm a human.
Oh shit. I was thinking of Wes. Sorry.
Well, this is taking a poor turn.
Every good fellowship has to start off with friction.
We've already insulted one of our potential adventure
as,
mates.
As you three sort of make an acquaintance, you start to notice that there's not many other adventurer types around the Wizard's Grace, and you wonder aloud to one another, if you're the only adventurers here. But soon
Are we the only adventurers here?
Yeah. What a dick. Yes,
I'm just following the script.
That's what he said when he saw me in the river.
So am I. Yeah, see, I'm just adding what your comments obviously were. But yes, as you get prepared here, is there any thing that you want to reveal to one another about your character specifically? Where you're from, deities.
You mean other than the dwarf dick?
I was about to say, I've revealed a lot already.
Of your personal beliefs.
I mean, it was pretty personal.
Not your physical characteristic.
Drez Killstab is very mysterious and brooding, and he doesn't talk much. But he listens while the others do whatever they're doing.
Well, Therok continues to ply Neji with drinks.
I just like to have a good time, I try to, enjoy the gift of life. After 300 years as a slave, it's time for a little fun.
Well, the red-headed waitress there in the middle saunters over, and she says, "Heroes, huh? What are you looking for?" She obviously wants to know why you've come all the way to Breach Hill seeking adventure instead of looking for it wherever the hell you've all come from. What do you tell her?
Looking for a good time, baby.
Typical bard.
Neji slurs.
Looking for a good time, baby.
I'm just looking for something big to fight.
I go where there's work.
Wow, she says to Drez as she walks off, a little scared of this puke smelling, ball swollen mystery man. All right, so the clock has obviously advanced much further. Boom. Last checks of bags and stuff. Does anybody need any skills or missing any skills?
Mary, question about changing my spells.
Yes.
I guess I need to be in town to do that, right? Is
I
there a
mean,
is there a
that's what.
specific part of town I need to go? Like, I can't remember. 'Cause my
Uh,
spells look good right now, but I'm thinking of like after if I decide to change it.
I mean, you talk about like as far as like inscribing them in your book or and all that kind of stuff. Or,
Yeah, because I basically equip spells, right? Is what I do.
yeah.
And I can swap them,
I
you
mean,
know,
I
on them.
I think you can do that whenever you're resting. I don't know because I didn't
Okay,
figure we'd be running too far into that. But I mean,
gotcha.
if there's like starter ones you want to change, we could do that right
Oh no,
now.
no, no. I'm good for my starters. I was just
Right.
curious, see if
Um,
I wanted to later on.
But like, just are they all there? Make sure.
Looks like they're all here. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't mention not to be too OOC, but do you all see a bar at the bottom of your screen and it has stuff on it already?
Yeah, but it
yep.
had rogue stuff on it on mine though, so I
Well,
removed them.
cause I did that for your other character.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, I logged in as each of you and tried to put. So those are macros, and chick, if you go to the compendium tab, it should be up here at the top.
yeah.
If
And
you
the
Yeah, if you click the little thing next to the search bar, you can make it where you search by the contents. And
mhm.
usually, if you type like a skill name or a spell name, down at the bottom, you'll see in a section called macros, like a macro for it.
Yeah.
And that's all that is. I went through y'all's characters, obviously your old character, and I pulled all those kind of out.
Cool.
Uh, Seek is one though that's kind of universal, right? Like if you're trying to find something and you want to look for something, I roll Seek for you. But then like other stuff like Sneak and all that. The other thing I was going to mention, kind of OOC, is targeting. It's always got to be that little bullseye kind of thing, and then it's got to have the marks on them. So see how Teo just got marks on him like that?
Yeah.
That means he's targeted, and that's important because then that's going to be like who the spells and all the rolls are going to be against. So if you're going to do a roll yourself, just keep that in mind. Otherwise, like I can do the rolls, whatever. So those two OOC things I was going to mention. All right, bags are checked. Everything's good.
Before we go, I'll
Yeah.
make my way over to the corner of the bar
Mm-hmm.
where there's a gentleman who is selling some wares, and I purchased myself a set of healer's tools.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So purchase a set of healer's tools. Unfortunately for you, this gentleman is no fool, and he knows that when it's time for the call for heroes, there are desperate heroes who need equipment. So he charges you 10 gold for these.
So I start to yell pretty loudly at him,
Yeah.
and start to bark him down.
Yeah. He sneers and throws you back 3 gold. I don't even know what's their price is 5, so it's not bad. All right, now this next scene should be good again. This is let's see. Let me change the music though. Hang with me. I'm gonna change the music before I change the scene. All right, let that load in. Wait a minute, that's the wrong one. All right, this is the right one. Hopefully they'll won't show you the first one. Had them in the wrong order here.
Is this the right screen, Mary?
Should be. Are you standing outside?
We're inside a hall with benches and lots of people sitting around.
All
Yeah.
right, just
Breach Hill Council Hall.
give it a second. That's when you go inside. I had them backwards. Give it a second. It'll load the right one.
No loading screen is there's no loading bar appearing.
All right, let me. Let me switch it back to the lobby for a second, just so it's not on the same one. Alright, now let me try. There we go. Y'all in here now?
Yeah.
Alright, sorry about that. I had them reverse ordered because I had duplicated. So, you guys arrive outside the Breach Hill Town Council Hall. It is about 15 minutes before the beginning of the call for heroes, and you see a lot of people just milling about. People who've come to see heroes. The call for heroes doesn't only attract, people looking for coin or looking for adventure, but it attracts town folks who come to see, outsiders who've come to visit, shiny weapons, noblemen, heroes, and all kinds of people like that. So there's a crowd here of about, was that Wes? That was, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a crowd. There's a crowd outside here of about 40 people, even though you can't see them all from your initial vantage point stumbling up through the trees here, since you were so drunk from the Wizard's Grace, come in from the wrong side and through the trees. uh, but yeah, so the doors are not open yet. You can see the guards are posted outside. And you have a chance here to kind of mingle amongst the townsfolk and speak to them. You could go in just in turn order here. Yeah, Chesty, if you want to go. I would say, you do your movement ish, and then talk to one person or two people. Their names, if you hover over them, you should see their names.
I lean against this post right here and listen in on this conversation. It looks like very Mitia and Thedric Juka are having.
Thedric and Very are deep into a political conversation. They seem to be disagreeing about certain ordinances regarding shopping districts on the north side of town. Apparently, they were once residential districts that were very lucrative, but some lobbying by Thedric has got them turned into horseshoeing establishments for out of town travelers due to their proximity to the northern gate. Nothing too interesting, just local chit chat.
I make a note of it for possible future thievery attempts.
All the horseshoes. Horseshoeing at the north gate.
Lots of travelers, lots of horses need shoeing, lots of money in the coffers.
There you go. All right, so who's Shik, Neji? You take a timid step forward, considering that your legs are a little wobbly from drinking straight for the past 12 hours or so. But you muster the courage to wander amongst the crowd here.
I smack myself in the face a few times and I walk over to the. Hey, I can't move my character.
You should be able to just do WASD. Can you not move it?
Oh, I was trying to use my mouse. Alright. So I
Yeah.
walk over to these guys in purple robes and I'm like, you guys have cool looking robes. Where are you guys from? What are you doing here?
So they all turn to you in unison and greet you in unison. And they say, "Praise the sun."
Praise the sun.
That's it. That's all they say. They just keep staring at you.
And I respond with the praise the sun gesture like they did. And then I say, "Alright, cool. Good, nice to meet you." And then I walk away.
Before you walk away, you notice that they all knowingly nod in your direction.
Alright.
All right, so are you in here? Yeah, you in here now? Teo, you go. Drunk as shit.
Nah, I'm a dwarf. I'm good.
You walk into the crowd, and the obvious smell of alcohol just exudes from your pores.
I go talk to Nathan Harris, this drunkard, to see what's up. I do stumble into him though, and we both take a tumble.
He just looks at you for a moment, agitated.
Did you name a character after me?
See, did.
No, it's all no, bro. It's all randomly
Yes?
generated.
No way.
It's all
That's
randomly.
hilarious.
It's all randomly generated names.
Now I do actually believe you named that forest.
Look around.
Schmitty Snyder's
So-
is random.
It's all random, dude. So, Nathan Harris is the known far and wide across Breach Hill as the town drunk. He looks at you and for a moment is agitated, but then he sees you have a flask of drink on you, and he holds his cup out. What do you do?
Like a good dwarf, I fill it up.
He smiles the biggest toothless grin you've ever seen.
Fuck
and
you.
turns his mug up and downs the whole thing in one gulp, letting out the largest burp you've ever heard, and then he falls back slumped against the post, dead asleep.
Worth it.
Are any of these guys essential NPCs that are mentioned in the handbook? Or no?
Uh,
Are these random people?
I mean, I can't. I don't know how to answer that question, bro. Could be.
Are they gonna be control F all their names?
Nah, that's a good. That'd be a good thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just mouse over everybody, you know. But I would say,
You know, if we had a team
I would-
member who has
I would-
a really high perception, they could try to.
well, hold on, don't just go walking around, man. Calm down. I would say, look for anybody who stands out. Obviously, somebody with the name of a potentially real person that stands out. That was a good, try to talk to that person. But anybody else that might stand out to you. But yeah. So Wes, now yes, your turn. You walk into the crowd. Go ahead now. Who are you gonna go talk to? We'll say you can talk to. I think we said you talk to one person or two people ish if they're together.
Well, it's been a while since I came into any civilized abodes, and I found myself pretty surprised on what I see. There's more people than I'm used to, so I walk around, I scope out the area, and I'm looking for anything out of the ordinary, using my perception.
Okay. Where are you stopping at as you walk around? Are you stopping at a certain spot?
Well, yeah, I want to talk to this Warble Brumble Brasher.
Well, as you approach, you hear her saying, "My Bumble Brashers. Why haven't I heard from my Bumble Brashers? Are my people trapped in the Citadel?" And so she notices that you want to speak to her, and she walks over to you, and she says, "Oh, hello. What do you ask her?"
I see you pacing, and I see and I see and heard you mumbling something. Is there something wrong? Is there something wrong?
Oh, and she says, "Oh, well, yes. Let me introduce myself. I'm Warble, ambassador to the Bumblebrasher Goblins of Hellknight Hill. It's a great honor to serve my fellow citizens of Breach Hill as the town's official representative to the Bumblebrashers. I communicate with them, convey the town's concerns and interests, and advocate on their behalf. It's a duty I take very seriously. They're my people, after all. Hence, that's why I'm here today in my rather distracted nature. I hope you'll forgive it."
You said you are here for your people. Are your people in trouble? Is there something we can do?
Well, yes, she says. The Bumble Rashers are a tribe that have lived for years peacefully just outside of town in isolation in Citadel Alteran, the former Hellknight keep. But typically, I meet with Helba, the chieftain of our tribe, on the road outside the keep. We haven't met in over 2 weeks. We discuss news, and I tell her the interests of the town and everything that they wanted me to bring before the council. But she's been missing these meetings, and I've seen smoke plumes coming from the top of the citadel. It's a chalky red color. It's our traditional color of distress. I fear. I fear that the bubble brashers are in danger, or something dire's befallen them. Huh, it's just sickened me with worry.
I will gladly help you on your plight, but a citadel is not a location where I would like to go in alone. I have to gather anyone in here that is interested in helping me. Um, but there, but there's also talk about my pay. I don't do these things for free.
Well, you're just the heroes I was hoping the council would hire on my behalf. So, so we could go in. There's a system in place. You could come with me, and when they listen to my petition, you could be the heroes that take the task. Please, please, you might be my only hope.
As she is telling her story, I notice she's in tears and obviously stressed, and I come over and offer her a drink.
She looks at your drink, takes it down like water, and says, nothing like goblin drink."
As she finishes, I introduce myself to Wesley.
Oh yeah, good point. He was there. He was there on the phone in the tavern.
Oh, so you're the I speak to what's the name? Therok. I look at Therok and I remember him because I saw he was the person that was puking upstream while I was refilling my water flask.
There you
Ah,
see.
ah, good sir, you must be mistaken. Dwarves don't lose control of their alcohol.
I
Well,
see.
as Therok approaches, Wesley apprises him of the situation and all that uh, Warble has just told him, and tells him, I'm going to need a band of adventurers, a group here to go with me. And Therok offers up, without their knowledge or consent, Neji and Drez to also come along on this adventure.
I see my good buddy Therok, who's been giving me drinks for the past several hours, just to see what's all about. I'm like, hey buddy, how's it going?
Hey,
What's going on over here?
I may or may not have signed us all up to storm a citadel to help out this little goblin lady.
Does it pay?
That remains to be seen. But it'll be fun.
Gold.
What is the name of this citadel?
I don't remember. I didn't ask. I just heard somebody was down for an adventure and thought, what the hell?
Citadel Alteron, Warble says. The former Hell Knight keep. It's just outside of town. It's peaceful and isolated.
Did you say Hellknight? That sounds cool. I'm in.
You said Hell Knight? Alright, so noon is quickly approaching. Actually, I paused the clock here. Noon is quickly approaching. And we will switch. I think you all. This should be the right one. It should be good here now. Yeah. So does everybody see that? We're all inside.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
Good.
right. All right. So
All right, boys, where do you want to sit? Are
the
we
meet
keeners or are we cool?
as you enter the town hall here, you see that everybody is, of course, gathered and seated for their meeting. You recognize in the seats all the same people pretty much that were outside. Um, you don't recognize the counselors as anyone that you've met so far. There's nothing that you can tell right off that indicates who they are, except for some bronze plaques in front of each table. And then, of course, various townspeople are murmuring about different counselors and who they hope to, specifically petition to. These five people, though, are the elected representatives of Breach Hill. It's operated under the same type of government for all these hundreds of years that it's existed. At first, three counselors, and now five because of the population growth, but always the same, elected by the people. So, obviously, just like in other places, people complain about their elected representation.
You can expand the number of representatives here? Wow. What a
Hold on.
concept.
I got a wife text I have to go see something about. Sorry. Threat level midnight, she said. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Threat level midnight.
Yeah, so I just came over here to hang out with my good friend Nathan Harris. He's
Yeah,
finally
we
awakened.
all came to hang out with Nathan Harris.
And then
I came to look and see if he has a money pouch on his belt.
I wouldn't expect it. I would imagine all of that money is sitting in a tavern somewhere.
Since I am a chaotic good thief, if he does have one, I'm going to try to steal it for his benefit so that he doesn't drink himself to death.
How very kind of you. I'm also chaotic good.
I'm
and
magnanimous like that.
you know, Neji, we're in a perfect position for you to go hang out with your cult leader friends that you seemingly joined earlier.
Oh yes.
See if they have a purple robe that'll fit you.
Hey boys, you in some sort of club? How do I get in? How do I join? Yeah, so my familiar can be used as a scout because rats are pretty much unnoticed anywhere, which is great.
All
Can
right.
my
So
bird
Even-
be used as a scout?
sorry
Even
about
on
that.
magic maps that would show individuals by their proper name, even if they were an animal.
What are we talking about? Sorry about that. Mary GM life. It was a bug she needed killed.
That was
So
threat level midnight.
Yep.
If only there was a brave group of adventurers, they would.
That's threat level 930 at worst.
Depends on the bug.
Alright, so while you were away, Mary, we all
Yeah.
sat by Nathan Harris, the best drunkard in the world, and then I decided to sit by my new cultist friends and chat them up.
Okay. So Nathan Harris is, drunkenly bitching about various counselors. He mentions on the end a dwarf that he particularly doesn't like, named Jorsk Hinterclaw. And let's see, boom. So now you know that the counselor all the way to the eastern side of the building is a dwarf of some repute. No, owing to his lineage, Hinterclaw, he's not from anywhere really near Breach Hill, but he is from the surrounding mountains of Isker. He doesn't mention any other counselors, but he kind of uses defamatory names for most of them. That's why he doesn't mention their proper names. The cultists, on the other hand, they reveal all the information to Schick, and they let him know that the lady in the middle is the main counselor that they're here to protest. Her name is Greta Gardenia, and she is a formidable waress, I guess you could say, sorcerer, warrior, cat wise, wizard. They don't mention though any of the other counselors, so there's still three you don't know who they properly are.
I also asked if they were in some sort of club and if I could join their club because I love their style. I love their robes.
They tell you that unfortunately, uh, their tailor sacrificed himself to their deity, and so they can't make robes that small. So you can't join.
Ah.
The only tailor in existence.
Yeah, it's the only one they have in the cult. In the cult, nobody else is gonna make shit for a cult.
I thought there was a tailor in town named Swift.
Did they mention the name of their club?
No,
Is that even important? That should I even bother with these people?
probably not. I mean, you want to
Damn
join
it!
a you you
You
want
made
to
them.
join a fucking cult on the
You
first night?
did you put
You
three
trying to
cult?
join a cult? You trying
Did
to
you put
leave the party and join a cult?
you
All
put
right,
you put three cultists on the map? Of course, I'd want to see what they're up to, man. You know?
cuz man, now your party members know. All right, we gotta watch out for this fucking gnome, cuz are you a boy or a girl? You're a boy, ain't you? He's gonna join a cult. First chance he gets. It's all a test, bro. All right, so do you guys speak to any more villagers here? Are you
I wanna
curious
go.
about the
I wanna
other
talk
three
to.
counselors?
I wanna talk to Warble. And I'm like, hey Warble, who are the counselors up there? Do
So
you have any more information on who they are?
Warble readily divulges the rest of the counselors' name. Seated in between Greta and Jorsk on the right side is another human. Her name is Melma Ann Sadari, and she's from one of the older homes or established lineages of Breach Hill. Sitting to the other side of Greta is the newest member of the council and kind of, I guess you could say, a progressive moment for Breach Hill. They elected a gnome, Trini Sprizzlegig, and that's a first for the Breach Hill Town Council. And seated farthest over to the right is one of the oldest serving councilmen, another one from a long-standing Breach Hill family, Quintino Pisandi. She doesn't disparage any of them like the others did. She just mentions that she hopes they will grant her petition and let you guys undertake her request for help.
I continue talking to Warble and I ask if there's any other noteworthy people in the crowd that we should know about.
She doesn't mention any specifically. She does, however, tell you that she is disgusted by Nathan Harris, the town drunk, because
Me too. What a prick.
he's always at the town functions, smelling of strong drink and urine.
Yeah, and I responded I agree with you. That's why I sat beside you because I couldn't stand him anymore. Thank you
Well,
for the information.
with a sharp rap from her gavel on the desk, a stern, dark-haired woman that you've come to know as Greta Gardenia uh, speaks up. Welcome, neighbors and friends, she begins. Her rich voice washes over the room. To the Breach Hill Town Council's monthly call for heroes. I'm Council President Greta Gardenia at your service. On behalf of my colleagues beside me, I promise you all that we will hear and consider today's petition with the utmost discretion and care. There is no existence without community, as our town charter says. Today, our agenda includes one petition. Miss Warball, our very own ambassador to the Bumble Brashers of Hellknight Hill, requests the help of heroes for a matter of utmost importance. Let's hear her concerns in her own words, shall we? Miss Warball? And so the goblin timidly walks up to the platform and addresses Greta. You can tell that she's obviously nervous and shaking, her little goblin body quivering, which you find unusual because she is the town ambassador. You would think she's used to these kind of functions.
I run up and offer her another drink real quick to calm her nerves.
She shoos you away, trying to hold her composure and rapport with the council here.
I went over to Therok and I'm like, give me a drink. I'll take the drink.
While everyone is distracted with what's going on in front of the room, I use a perception check on Nathan Harris to see if he has a visible money pouch on his belt anywhere.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna. You can't tell if he. Let's see. You can't tell if he does or not.
In that case, I lean back against the wall and wait for the meeting to proceed.
But you assume that since he's drunk, he doesn't. Warble, undisturbed by all of the tomfoolery in the crowd, begins. Esteemed counselors, it's been more than a month since I've been able to contact the Bumble Brashers. I fear that something terrible has befallen them. What's more, I've seen my people's distress signal coming from the top of Citadel Alteran. As she continues, all of a sudden, the door on the western side of the room busts open and a fire bursts to life with the town chronicler screaming, "Fire! Fire!" as he runs away, book in hand, smoldering as he goes to stamp it out. Uh, with a scream, a rush of people begin trampling each other to get across the benches. That's Therok. Watch out, Therok. Some of them falling down, some of them elderly, not able to move very far, but most of them are able to clear at least away from the fire. The counselors all jump up and across their tables to the front of the room. The guards sort of spring into action. The guards outside don't really get a whiff of what's going on. And the music changes.
How big is this fire?
This fire is 10 feet by 10 feet, so it's four squares.
Okay.
I know what you're thinking, Dwarf. I don't think you can piss that one out.
Okay.
Don't.
So, what we're gonna do here for this is, where are you guys? Do. Where's Chesty down here? Do.
You want us all to stand somewhere?
No, you're fine where you're at because that's where you were when the fire broke out.
Mhm.
It was just a rush of people. I want to see. Can I do? Yeah. Okay. So, right now it's going to be an encounter. This will be. I will go by turns, right? You'll take actions and all that.
We need to roll initiative, or are we just going to go in the order you've got us in?
We'll roll. We can roll it. The fire. I won't, explain all the mechanics to you, but the fire, like any fire, will spread if left unchecked. I'll tell you that much. Okay. So the goal here is to, I don't know, you tell me. You save all the people, put the fire out. Think back, and I'm repeating this mainly because Wes wasn't here. Think back to the map of Breach Hill. To the north of this building is the fountain square, right? Where all of those water intake things are. So an available action to you is to like run and get water, but it'll take 6 actions because it's 150 feet or so. Which you won't have to like actually walk up there. We'll just take you out for 6 actions, basically 2 turns. All right. So keep that in mind. Think about how you may access that water otherwise, right? Look around, who's in the room, who can do what, da 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 da. All right. So, as chaos is erupting in the room here, inside of the fire, a laugh echoes, and emerging from the fire is a little fire demon, Fire Mephit, and he joins the fray. But while he sees that you guys are the biggest threat in the room, you're too far out of his line of sight here, his vision, to engage an attack right now. So for the moment, he's not directly engaged in combat with you.
Alright, are we gonna roll for initiative?
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah, go ahead. If you have, I'll roll for everybody else. Let me do this.
Do I roll for myself or are you gonna roll?
You can. I was gonna roll for the
Okay.
NPC.
I'll
Is
roll
that
for myself.
music all too loud?
No,
No,
that's fine.
It's good.
It's good.
I turned the ticking part down. All right, so
Let's do your initiative roll.
Alright, anyone have anything that can put out the fire? Skills?
As Drez said earlier, my piss is basically alcohol, so I'm not peeing on the
one
fire.
other thing I would mention, like I said about the map and Fountain Square up there are buckets, plenty of buckets like up there because people regularly like use that to draw water or use that area to draw water. So there's more than enough buckets to have multiple buckets of water utilized. And we won't treat the bucket as like an item or anything that you have to necessarily pick up. It's an action to get the bucket and dump it and all that. 1 bucket of water will take out 5 feet, so 1 square.
Are we able to can I do a performance and convince people to run and get water from the fountain and put out the fire? Is that something I can do?
Judging from what you know about the people that have come out to see their towns legislative essentially function, they would all gladly help you get water from the well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It would take an individual one of them the same amount of turns, but if you tell them to do something else, they might be able to speed that up. So, the counselors on their turns, because I see Quentin, we'll go ahead and start here. Begin. So, Quintino on his turn, he gathers up people from this side of the room. He gathers up the chronicler, and he gathers up the old lady, and he gets them moving towards the door. So he just tells them, "Come on." One other thing I meant to mention here as they try to move towards the door here, since all these people scrambled, over here and knocked all these benches around, these areas are going to be considered difficult terrain. So from here to here and top to bottom. Where the pews are. That's all difficult terrain. What does that mean? That means your movement speed is half. Unless you have some kind of skill that negates difficult terrain. Which if you do, I haven't studied you, so let me know. Which I think maybe Wes might, since a ranger, you know.
I don't think I selected that skill.
Mm.
Fail.
Alright, well, it's your turn. So, what do you do, my friend? The building is on fire. Chaos is erupting. People are screaming. Luckily, I think there's only one kid, this one over here. What do you do?
Well, since I'm pretty high in perception, is there an exit where we could gather the people?
So you easily see that there's just the southern exit where you entered and the western exit where the fire is broken out. Both of which are open.
Okay, I want to keep an eye on that fire method that came out of that fire. So I would just want to put a hunt prey on that.
Okay.
Hey, close
So I
enough
think
to
you
do it?
can.
You have to move a little bit
I don't
closer
think
first.
I don't think it has a range.
Oh, it doesn't?
on it.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, and he's like visible because he's in the room.
Right.
Yeah. So let's do target and wait, target and west and should do it. Yeah.
Okay, I also call my companion.
So I would say though the method doesn't take this as an aggressive action. So even though he's got hunt prey on him, it's not like something that he knows. So he doesn't take that as that you've attacked him. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Your animal companion.
Yeah, I like to call my loyal hawk.
I thought it was a badger.
It's
Why
not
not?
a badger.
I thought it was a hawk. Well, I made it a badger.
You made it a badger? You made my hawk a badger?
Because that's what Schick said.
No.
That's what it. That's what it showed on
That's what
your
it showed on the
character
new
builder.
sheet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't. That's what it showed. It was
I
a badger.
had made a bird. Yeah. Hold on. Let
Right.
me see.
Oh, you have to summon your companion. It's not always with you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah.
I guess I have to do the same with my
Yours
familiar then.
too with your familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not sure how much use a rat would be.
Well, he's got all your. I think he's got all your skills because he's a familiar. Is how the way I read it. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong.
I don't know actually.
I think he's got all your skills.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, he
Yeah.
also has like his own skills too. Like
Familiar
Yours,
abilities.
there's a
yours
support
does.
benefit.
Yeah.
Yours does, but his as a familiar is just it's a copy of him, but in a little rat form. So it doesn't have like his HP and shit. But it's
mine's got 5 HP. It's basically
Yeah.
just utility.
All
Alright,
right,
so
that's
all
that's
of
one.
Wes's turns, right? Isn't it?
No, that's just one, right?
well, I'm trying to.
Because you did your perception, and then you put hunt prey, and then you summoned your familiar, right? So that's
Well,
3.
Well, I said something about my perception. What?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like I don't know if I did a perception check.
I mean, that would be a free action. I think.
Okay.
I don't think it's to like look for exits. Yeah.
Right.
And I didn't make him check because the room, like you guys just see the room. There's nothing more
Right.
to see. Yeah. Okay.
And I mean, one of the actions can I
You
do
sure
a
you don't want
command?
this badger? It's got more hit points.
No. The hawk.
It does, man.
The hawk is part of the plan.
This badger is badass, bro.
I would ask the townsfolk to follow my hawk to the fountain and form an assembly line towards it, so we can we can pass the pails down in a speedy fashion to combat the fire.
All right, well, give me a minute. I'm gonna keep like making it here as we're going along. I
Mhm.
got the what you call it pulled up, and I'm typing in his stats and stuff. All right, so that was your 3 then, yeah. You did
Mhm.
that and that and that. All right, so let me go back to this encounter mode. All right, so Greta, she kind of does the same thing that Quintino did. She gathers Warble here and takes her about halfway through the room, and then along the way, she kind of musters these other people to start gathering with her. Uh, this old man's having a little trouble. He's kind of struggling, but people are generally moving towards the exits as the counselors are kind of eschewing them along here. All right, and that's her turn. So we come to Therok. Therok, so alcoholic, he better not get near the fire because he may just burst into flames. What do you?
With
What are you
reckless
doing?
abandon, I use all 3 of my turns to move directly in front of the fire demon.
Are you absolutely shitting me?
YOLO.
Oh
I
shit!
love it.
Okay,
I love it.
so where? So you're going where? Right here?
I'm using 1 turn to move these 10 feet,
Okay. And then
and
you're out of
then,
difficult terrain.
yep. So I use my remaining 2 to move directly in front of the demon.
Okay. He takes an obvious attack of opportunity because he is absolutely enraged that you would step before his demonness. Let's see here. Got a macro for that. Oh yeah, so it's just an attack. Unfortunately for the demon, the dwarf, even in his drunken state, is too much, and his swipe barely misses his fat dwarf gut.
Yeah. How did the crowd respond to Wes's go get water speech?
Did he? Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that. He told him to go get water.
Yeah. Like
Well,
he to make like
in the form of assembly line,
yeah,
yeah.
assembly
Yeah,
line.
bucket
Yeah.
chain.
So they said yes, but none of them have made it out yet. And you guys can yourselves help people out. When you move with one of them, though, it's just like difficult terrain. It's just half movement. But so far, the only people that have kind of ushered anybody towards the door have been the counselors. But nobody has exactly made it out yet. So they will gladly form a bucket chain once enough of them get out the door. I think it would say it's going to take about 10 to get it started, and then as more of them, it'll speed it up. Boom.
Does this town have any town services like firefighters, some sort of service like
Nobody's thought of that yet. No. But if this keeps happening,
This is the day we invented the fire brigade.
All right. Okay, so
All
it's my turn now, right?
yes, let me advance. My bad. There you go. I'm
All right, so
copying this over. I'm almost done. So, uh, shaking your head, Neji, excuse me, comes to their senses, even though they've been plied with drink by Therok. What do you do in this chaos?
all right,
Are you nervous that all of your alcohol intake has made you inflammable?
It's giving me liquid courage. All right. What are the penalties for rough terrain here?
It's just half movement speed when you're on these tiles with the pews.
Okay, so
So
if I start on one
and the ones
already.
in between them, because it's like the pews are all knocked over in a rush. Everybody knocked over, all made a mess.
Okay, so currently if I move now, I won't be on difficult terrain, right?
If you know, you'd be off of them. Yeah.
Okay. How do I move with my get the distances on my mouse again?
Do you have the
It's that
two little?
ruler should be over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The ruler.
Like to your left side of your screen. Yeah. There you go. Or
Okay.
or you could count squares. Each square is 5 feet.
Okay.
So like if you're moving, I think it's 25 or 30. It might not be set right. You might check your card, but it's 25 or 30 ish.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one press is 5, etc. So
Okay.
forth.
One sec. I'm just going over my skills here real quick.
What is this?
What's 60 feet? How do I do an AoE measurement here? Like a point blank
Um,
AoE measurement.
it's on the second little tab, the little ruler. It'll put it down and leave it. So you drop a circle like this,
Second tab.
and then you,
Okay, 60 feet. Okay. All right, perfect.
yeah. But then you got to click it and delete it.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Inspire Courage.
All right.
And
That's just a
then,
song, right? That's an area 60 feet.
yeah. And I'll do it around. I'll cast it
Isn't
so
it?
it.
Isn't it you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I do it? I'll do it. I'll do it so I can get most people here. I'll go here.
Yeah.
And then,
Well, no. Well, what I mean is, with your bardic songs,
yeah.
isn't it you that's like the focal point?
Oh, right. Sorry. What am I thinking? Yeah. I'm the
Yeah.
focal point. Yeah. So okay.
Yeah.
Then
But you
what?
could move around in the room first, right?
And you're pretty much hitting everybody. I mean,
Mhm.
Chesty's on the like edge of it, but he's still in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess I roll now. What do I roll here?
Are you? What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna cast it. Inspire Courage.
Let me see. There might be. Can you click a button on your card?
No, it just says cast. Maybe.
Yeah, because it's not when you roll 4, right?
Mhm.
It just adds, and then I could add that effect to everybody. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long does it last? Does yours last?
It lasts for 1 round. 1 round.
Just one?
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
I mean, we're all level 1, okay? You know? Give us a break.
That was more for Teo because he's about to get rocked there. So.
That's what you think.
All right. Well, look, I can do this on you guys.
Ask Drez who took revenge
lasts
for his
for-
nuts last
It
time.
lasts for 3 rounds, so that's the only one I got.
Okay. And then.
All right. Or we would just know it's +1 on your. It's like all rolls, right? At red, it's like every roll. Yeah. Inspire Courage is the juicy one. All right. So that's
Okay.
two actions here. Or
I think that's one action,
one.
isn't it?
Yeah, because you
One.
didn't move yet. Yeah, you
Yeah.
didn't.
So I'm gonna move now. I'm gonna move to beside Tiny Sprizzle gig, and
Oh my god.
I kind of hit on her a little bit. To be like, oh, it's gonna be okay. I'll take care of you. I got this, right? And then from then I will cast a spell.
She looks at you and says, "Not my clan."
Wow.
And it was then you found out Trini Sprizzlegig was the most racist known.
Wow.
Oh,
Racist to our own people. Jeez.
you were preparing a spell, yeah? You said?
Let's see. No, I can't reach. I'm too far. Oh, sorry. No, that's fine. I'm gonna pull out my bow.
Okay.
Um,
So what do you
where do I draw that?
well, it looks like I had you with your, what do you let go of? Your instrument or your, no, you're already holding
Oh,
your bow. Or
am I
did
already
you,
holding it?
yeah.
I can
You're
hold
holding
both,
your,
right?
you're holding your bow and your instrument right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in that case, what else can I do from here? Can I attack from? What's my bow's range? How do I figure that
I
out?
think it's 60 feet. Should be on the card on the weapon. On your, is it not saying
60 feet. Yeah. Okay.
60 feet? Yeah.
So I'm gonna shoot the demon.
Most stuff is 60 feet. I've kind of started to see.
Okay. So
All
I'm
right.
targeting him, right? And then
You
what do
want
I
to roll
roll?
it or you want me to? Click the
I
strike button under your short bow
strike. Um,
on your second, on your actions tab on your character sheet.
actions tab. Strike. And counter strike. Okay. I'm rolling.
Boom. So you pull up your bow and with confidence you aim at this fire demon and you lodge an arrow right between his little demon eyes for 3 damage. Oh, 4 damage plus 1.
Fire courage, baby. All right.
So let's target him and boom, he takes 4 damage. The fire method cackles and curses all gnomes, especially whatever kind Neji is. And Trini agrees with him.
Wow.
Nice.
That's all my turns then. All my actions.
Yeah. Let's advance here.
I'm worried
Alright.
Trini's turn is coming up soon.
So Mel Man does what all the other counselors have been doing, sans any other directive. She runs into the crowd and starts shooing people towards the door. She gets old man Thad moving a little bit faster here, and they all kind of move down. Mommy.
I don't know what those two are doing, but they're in the same square.
Who? That's a mother and her son. That's why I said mommy. He's scared, bro. Alright. So Trini Sprizzlegig yells a racial slur at Chick as she runs off the stage. She compels Sergeant Abraham to charge down the aisle here. And he gets people moving.
I'm a Fey Touch gnome, by the way.
I think that's what she is too. She's a self-hating.
Yeah. She hates all gnomes.
Right.
Dave Chappelle, no.
So now from the corner, from the shadows, Drez Killstab makes his move.
All right. So first question
Yeah.
is
Oh.
Teo blocking me from a ranged attack right now?
Teo blocking you from a ranged attack.
Like if I pull out my short bow, am I going to shoot him in the back of the head instead of hitting this demon?
How tall is this demon?
No, I would say you could shoot over him because you're a human.
All right, and our short bows are what,
I
65
would
feet?
say you would probably have to get past all these people in front of you though, because you don't want to endanger
Right, because
the
it's
old
it's
lady.
it's
You'd,
all dangerous terrain there too,
you'd
right?
want to walk around the pews though, right? Because it won't be dangerous terrain if you like walk. If you hug the
Right,
wall to the left, like
right, that
that's
wall over there.
Nope.
Okay,
But
so
I mean, what's the split the difference? I guess.
is putting away my daggers and drawing the short bow one action or two actions?
Putting us to actions.
That's not
it
even
should,
a fucking viable strategy.
it should stay on your icon in the action screen. If it's
Yeah. Sheath is
yeah.
one, draw is another. Between moving to range and doing that, I mean, I'm not even gonna get to fire.
I'll just get in position, I guess.
Yeah. Well, first of all, is there anybody around me in my immediate area that needs help getting up and getting out of the building? Because we got to get this bucket chain going.
Yeah. I mean, all those people around you, so you can help 2 people at a time. I think I said 1 before. That was wrong. You can help 2 people out. Since yeah, it'll take all 3 of your actions though, because you'll locate them, calm them down, and escort them.
All right. So I'm going to grab Nathan Harris and Cedric Julka right here in front of me. And I'm going to get them up off their asses, slap Nathan in the face a couple of times to sober him up because he's still
outside.
Piss fucking drunk and start moving him towards the door.
Save the day.
Okay. So you use all 3 of your actions to successfully carry all these folks outside, and now you end your turn just outside the door, but with 2 people to safety, and so do you want them to go get buckets of water?
Yes,
or do you
go
want
start
them
this bucket
or
chain.
do you want them to wait for the chain to start?
I
Because
want them.
that's 2 different things. If they start now, they might not be out here
I got you. We got to get what
exactly
you say, 10.
when you have 10. Yeah.
Got to get 10 out. Okay, have them hang around till there's enough to get the bucket chain going.
Also, one of them is very likely to drop a bucket.
Why? Because they're old.
No, because
And drunk.
Teo gave him alcohol before the meeting.
Except yeah, Nathan Harris isn't allowed to pick up a bucket.
So we technically need 11 people out.
Can you
Well-
command an NPC to command other NPCs?
Well,
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. These
are-
guards out here, can I tell them to start organizing people for a bucket chain?
You definitely could do that. Yeah. I mean, that was to say there are guards and counselors.
Because I mean, they're
here.
just standing around with their thumbs up their asses out here while the place is burning.
There is a request action that most of us should have.
Well, I will tell you, they've started to get suspicious about what's going on, and they're talking amongst themselves about, unfortunately, kind of like police in real life, what they should do. Should they start looking for
Oh God, it's the
Who-
Uvalde police force. We're
who
doomed.
might have started this fire? Should they start setting a perimeter? They're kind of talking about what they should do. They've just really figured out what's going on once Drez busted out of the door with 2 citizens here huffing and puffing. So, on to the next. Jorsk over here, the dwarf, he does the same thing. He just starts screaming and, trying to push people to the door. Not much there. But then the fire method cackles and without hesitation draws its ire squarely on Therok Grimmane, and he strikes with a terrible bite from hell. Latching onto his leg and doing a vicious 3 damage. Therok screams in pain.
Hold on, I'm holding my shield, so
Are you holding it up?
yes, I have my shield in my hand.
So that means your shield takes half that damage, I believe. Isn't that how we said it worked last time?
Yep.
Yeah. So we'll say 1. Boom.
Well, tie goes to the mob, right? So it'd be 2.
18. Well, it was a rounding thing.
Yeah, I know, but for the
Yeah.
damage, 1.5 would round up to 2 if we're gonna give the mob the favor.
Damage you as much as you want, bro. All right. Having succeeded, the fire method cackles and flies away. Let's see. Can he? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On top of the table, dancing a hellish jig. A hellish jig. All right, now the fire. On the fire's turn here, what you're gonna see is that, like any good fire, it spreads. So since it's 10 by 10, it's gonna spread out here. Let's see. Give me a sec to adjust it. Well, actually, I'll just make this original one bigger. That'd probably be better. So it's going to spread out 10 more feet, 2 squares, if you count it that way. Width should be right. Is that right? 1, 2. I think it's 2 too many. Hold on. There we go. All right. So the fire has spread 10 feet over to the east here. All right. Nobody is yet standing in it, which is good news for all. As the next round begins, though, a loud creaking is heard from the north side of the room, and you notice a, until now, unforeseen passageway burst open at the north end of the room. A secret escape, no doubt, for the counselors. And another fire burst through the bookshelf there that was hiding the secret hideout. Secret entrance, I should say. And the next round begins with Quintino, I should say. Where is he? He grabs the chronicler here, and escorts him fully outside. So, with the town's history and knowledge safe, the chronicler he lines up for the bucket chain, and Quintino rushes back towards the council hall. He's standing here with Drez, and it is now Wesley's action.
I command my animal companion.
What are you gonna tell him to do?
Seeing that the fire method has done damage to Teo, I'm going to command my companion to peck at its eyes, which creates an opening. It's I think it's a support benefit.
I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So your strikes that damage a creature also do 1d4 persistent bleed damage, and the target gets dazzled until the bleed damage is removed. So that. I don't think you have to cast that.
Hey, Mary. Doesn't the eagle get the benefits of my performance that I casted? It was already out when I did that, right?
That's true. He was, yeah. So we'll give it to him. But yeah, I don't think you have to cast that. I think that's just his support benefit, is that peck. When you create an opening, I don't know necessarily if there's an action you have to do, or if you just, I don't know. Create an opening seems like it might be some kind of like armor piercing thing, but I don't. It's not underlined in the rules.
So I could just command it to do a melee attack with its jaws.
That's what I think. Okay, yeah. The first sentence is just flavor. So create an opening doesn't mean shit. I would just say you have to have clear line of sight to it. Yeah. So yeah, you strike and damage a creature, and the support benefit happens. It'll bleed for 1d4 persistent and be dazzled, whatever that means. Let's see.
And how many action points does my bird have? I believe my bird has 3 as well.
That I don't know, because I know shit gives up one of his actions for his familiar to do 2. Let me look it up here. I think you're right. I think he's just like a. I think he should. I think I should put him in combat and let him roll initiative. Actually, I think he's like a whole party member.
Yeah, once you summon him, he becomes its own person, its
Yeah.
own character. Yeah, that's my
So-
understanding of it.
Yeah. So actually, I should have done this
That's
and roll
that's
him
better than I thought.
initiative.
Yeah. So I thought I would have to command him every turn, but I just have
Yeah.
to use
So
one turn to do it.
he actually will go after Chick. You see that now?
Mm-hmm.
Why does it still got your name wrong right there? That's weird. So
If he goes after Schick, then I can't apply the bleed on my turn.
No, that happens. That's all the time.
Well,
When
if I
he's
could,
out.
yeah. So if I command, if I commanded, if I already used command animal last turn, then I still have all 3 of my turns. Then
Yeah, so right now you haven't done nothing. So you got all 3 your actions. What I'm
Right.
saying is, if you just shot that fire goblin right now,
Mhm.
because you got a clear line of sight. I mean, Schick's kind of
Mhm.
right there, but I'll say he's small, so it don't, he's not in your line of sight.
All right.
Then it'll happen. If you hit, you'll get that bleed damage too with him out. Like that's the benefit of having him out. Does that make
Gotcha.
sense?
Gotcha. All right. So
Yeah.
I'll perform a hunter shot.
All right. Let me do target on him, and then you're gonna do hunted shot on him. Let me get. Do I have that macro up? Let's see.
Have hunt prey, hunter's edge, and precision. Not
Yeah,
bad.
what's it say? You take. Oh, that's the 2 shots, right? With your bow.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Duh. All right. So we're just doing both. Ooh, so you pull out your bow, and this is what you've been waiting for.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Your first shot is a devastating critical hit. Your arrow somehow defies the laws of physics, goes through both his wings, and wraps around his throat. Let's see what kind of damage it does. Does
Wait,
4.
Sorry,
What?
don't we have to roll for the hit and then roll
Oh,
for the damage? Or you
yes.
did do that already? Okay.
Yes, I just rolled them both here.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And this first one's a critical, so let me re-roll that. So boom, the critical hit, it does a devastating 7 damage to the
Nice.
fire mephit, and then his bleed is additional, and that's going to be a 1d4. So that's I think that's a bleed for 1 round if I'm reading that right. Let me look.
You said persistence. I don't know how long.
I think that's what the dice roll.
Yeah,
Or no, the dice roll is the damage, so it stays. So it's
Mhm.
1 tick of damage. Let me see if I have a thing for that.
Does say persistent. I don't know what that means.
It means it stays
Forever.
on until he cures it, which he's a
Gotcha.
goblin, so he don't know how to cure his bleed. Here, let me put bleed on him and see. Let me find it here. Here we go. Persistent damage, bleed, and it's oh, there we go. That's where I put it in. All right, 1d4. So he takes 1d4. I think that's every round. He will take bleed. I think that's right. We'll see what happens next round if it'll tick up on him. But yeah, he's also dazzled, which means everybody is concealed to him now. Basically, he's blind, totally blind. All right, but that was just the first hit. He also hit with the second arrow.
Oh,
Oh shit!
damn,
Got him.
dude.
For 8 damage.
Nice.
Or 9 damage, which kills the fire method. So we don't even have to worry about the bleeding, because this motherfucker is dead. Alright, so with a squelch, the fire method falls dead on the table where he was just doing his infernal jig. And that's the end of that. He dies, and all of the arcane knowledge he might have possessed dies with him. Or
Ooh.
knowledge about who summoned him and started this fire also goes away with a tiny little yelp.
Well, none of us have arcane knowledge, do we?
I don't think so. And I think
No.
you need like demonic to be able to speak to him. I should have
Oh,
said he
I
was
can
like,
speak demonic.
You
well,
can speak demonic?
should have talked
Yeah.
to him. You're
It wasn't his
outside,
turn.
but-
I was
Well-
at the back of the hall.
All right,
Well,
so next
should
time
have said
we'll
I should have
we
said
won't-
he was yelling some gibberish too or something. That would have given you an idea. You could have talked to him. But I will take this moment of OC to say, it's a TTRPG. You can talk to everybody. You know what I mean?
right.
Right.
That's why
Do
the
what-
language
You can
is
do whatever you want, basically, right? That's just
maybe within reason.
within reason.
Within
Yeah,
reason.
yeah, of course. So we gotta take care of the fire now, right?
So now, yeah, the method is dead. The villagers all gasp, or the townspeople, I should say, all gasp at the smell of dead, burning flesh demon. And yeah, that
And-
problem is solved, but the hall is still on fire.
And Wesley still has one turn left, right?
And he still has
Wes-
Or one action, rather.
2 actions.
Hey, Wesley.
He did.
So
He just did the one.
I have
Sure.
an idea. Can we use the carpet to put out the fire? Is that it's very RP, but I don't know. We don't have any water, so we can just we-
Yeah. If it's not made out of like something that's super flammable, you know what I mean?
Like
Yeah.
carpet.
Like polyester. Or something. I don't know. What are fake carpets made out of nowadays? Rayon. I don't know.
Well, rayon is definitely not flammable.
We got to get the people off it first, though.
oh shit.
All right. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start walking over to the furthest town people. Well, let's walk between Baldwin Manor and Demetrius Harness and
Okay.
command them to participate in the bucket chain and command them to leave and participate in the bucket chain. Yes.
Okay. So you get over here. They tell you they'll gladly participate in the bucket chain, um, and they, make an attempt towards the door, but they don't get very far. Only a few squares before they have to stop and collect themselves. All right. So Greta, though, she grabs Marmaduke here, and she leads him out the door, knowing that his family is too important to lose him. And with some convincing, he goes ahead and gets in line for the bucket chain. So now you have 4 people, it looks like, outside participating. And Greta goes ahead and charges past Drez and Quintino back into the fray of the hall here. And with that, Therok's action. Having seen the fire method dance and then die before him, he, in a drunken stupor, stares at a growing fire. What would he do?
It's a great question.
Whip it out.
Whip it out. He did say he thought his pee was straight alcohol.
True, but is it high enough proof? Is it high enough proof to actually catch fire?
Could see.
Healers are standing by.
Is there okay? Is there anything else outside of this wall? The western wall.
Nothing but the greenway between buildings.
All right,
And then
no buckets or anything over there.
A little bit of greenery, and then the street. No, the only thing is to the north is the fountain square, the memorial fountain.
All right, fair enough. Last question. Do we actually need to form a bucket chain, or is it just assumed that the chain stretches to the fire?
Once you get 10 people out, okay, it will take them two rounds for them to get the water pumping, and then once they get the water pumping, then there'll be a bucket at the southern door every time it's one of y'all's turn. Does that make sense? So once 10 people are out, okay, then 2 rounds have got to go by, okay, and then now they're pumping water. So
Can we
now they're
participate in the bucket chain?
yeah, you have to go outside.
It's like
So
each
we
one of
only
us will be
need-
able to grab a bucket in 2 turns once we get
You
the 10 people out.
well, you would add to the once there's 10 people, that's when the timer starts, the 2 rounds. Yeah.
Okay, so I have another.
And I mean, I would say if you get 15 people out, it'll speed up. It'll be 1 round. If you somehow like coordinate getting a bunch of people out.
I would like to listen to Tails' idea. Tails.
Will you allow me to use my force open action to essentially break a path through these pews?
Your force open. Is that that's like for a treasure chest and stuff?
It says using your body, you attempt to forcefully open a door, window, container, or heavy gate. With a high enough result, you can even smash through walls.
I would say yeah, since it says you can smash walls, 100%. Yeah.
I think I also have that action. I might join you.
What was it called? Force open. Yeah, I see.
Yep, force open.
Yeah. So how far are you trying to go in one go?
Trying to go my full distance. Hold on. That's 20. So is it move action and then move again?
Move action and then yes, you could. That's your 3. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, but like what I'm saying is, so this is kind of a freewheeling check here, right? Make you roll athletics check against what? And so what I'm saying is, how far are you trying to go? Are you trying to see if you can bust clear through all of them in one shot? Because if so, that check's going to be kind of steep. But are you trying to bust through half of them? That check might not be too bad.
Yeah, I'll try to bust through all the way to west.
All the way to west, so 3 sets of them.
That would be 2 west is 40 feet, so that would be 2.
Yeah, so let's see. Let me look at a table here. So I'm gonna say that's a DC of 18 to go through all three of those. All right.
Jesus Christ, man! Somebody shot
Well, okay.
Shinzo Abe.
Damn, is he dead?
Right now, they're saying no vital signs after being taken to hospital. It looks like he was shot with a. They're saying rudimentary homemade shotgun.
Oh my god.
God, dude.
What?
Wow.
Wow.
Somebody shot the Prime Minister of Japan. That's crazy, bro. Damn. So, critical failure there. You charge at the massive pews with a confident shout, but in a drunken stupor, all you do is bang your forehead on a jutted out piece of wood before you even get close to the bulk of the pile. You fall backwards and land in the fire, now taking fire damage of, I think it's 1d4, 1d6 on your next
Ow.
turn. Well, on your next turn, I'll say, since you just fell into it. Well, it was a critical failure, so actually.
Yeah, no, I should probably take some damage here.
So you take 4 initial damage from this blunder. Hold on, I lost you. There you go. There you go. Whose measurement is this right here?
I think it's mine. I can't get it to go away.
I think if you go to the little second tool. No, here I can do it actually. There you go. It's the
Perfect.
second tool. You got to select it with the second tool, and then you can just use delete. All right, so Teo has fallen into the fire, my friends. Why can't I put you? I wanted to put you right on the corner of it, but Teo has fallen into the fire. He's taken some damage. He's drunk. He had a good idea. Didn't work out. What will we do here? Neji, it's your
Oh,
action.
is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I basically burned all 3 of mine to do the special agility check.
Hey, I'm gonna give you a little extra time to plan. I'm gonna grab some water. I'll be right back.
Okay. Wonder if I can cut off a piece of this carpet and throw it at the fire. I have a throw projectile or whatever, telekinetic.
Yeah, to see if that material makes the fire worse. Is that what you're trying to do?
No, just maybe suffocate the fire. I don't know. Just trying to come up with ideas of how we can put it out and while
What
we're in
else?
here.
What else can we do? Is there material around that we can
All I
use?
see is the carpet.
Well, keep in mind there might be stuff that we don't see on the map too, so it wouldn't hurt when Mary comes back to just say, "Hey, I want to do a search or a perception check or something like that. See if there's anything around."
Okay, so I mean, I have pretty high perception, but I'm also like, my turn is really far away. Do you have perception, Jess?
I do, but I don't know
Mine
if I'll
is,
be able to see from where I am at the door.
Mine is plus
Gotcha.
6 perception.
So I think you could do a perception check, right, Shek? See what's going
Yeah.
on,
Sure.
gather our surroundings, but also Tail's on fucking fire. So
I tell you, how much
there's that.
health do you have? I can't.
I have 19 left.
Oh yeah, you're good.
Hopefully, you can
So we
stop,
just
drop, and
let
roll
Tail
before.
burn?
Well, I mean, like he can hopefully stand up and stop,
He never
stop, drop, and
said
roll.
he never said I fell down. I'm not prone. Like I'm not on the ground. I'm just
That's
in
true.
the fire.
You just bounced into the
You're just
fire.
on fire.
Yep. I'm
Alright.
just in the fire, so I should be able to walk out of this and
Okay.
set the rest of the room on fire.
All right. So if we have to come up with a team name after this, we're definitely going to be the Fire Brigade.
Yes.
All right, I'm back. We all take a breather.
We're strategizing.
I'm trying not to breathe too much. I don't want smoke inhalation too.
Mary, can I do a perception check to see if there's anything else in this room that's maybe hidden that might help to put out the fire?
The suspense is killing me.
Oh no.
You're percepting very, very carefully.
I would say Mary's internet shit the bed, but we're all still connected, so.
Oh, I've had myself muted. So you succeed at your perception check, but unfortunately, you don't notice anything but more kindling for the fire. Bookshelves in the back full of dusty tomes, papers, things that will burn up in a second. All the furnitures, man, fixtures are made of wood, very old wood, which is just dry and ready to just go up instantly.
Who the
Which
fuck
it
built this
is.
death trap?
Well,
Yeah,
it's old, man.
We gotta just get the fuck out of here.
I was just about to say, who says we have to save this building?
And you notice not helping the situation, so there's really not any windows in here, hence the torches.
All right. So the next time the council meets, I propose that we create some building codes.
okay. So
I vote for Drez Killstab for the next council member of this town, even though I'm not a citizen.
I reluctantly accept the nomination.
So
The
I'm just
citizens'
gonna,
morale decreases as they hear you bickering amongst yourselves about their local politics.
Teo, are you gonna be good or do you need a heal? I think you're okay, right? I'm gonna.
Oh, I'm good.
They're afraid that they're gonna elect another closet racist like Trini Sprizzle.
Don't worry, I hate everyone equally.
It takes more than 125 square feet of fire to take this dwarf down.
Okay. I guess what's my speed, Mary? 25, right?
I think, or 30. Oh, I didn't never.
25. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna move to the middle of the crowd here. Then I'm gonna start helping out with the evacuation, I guess. I can't just drag my character, hey? Or
Oh,
You
okay.
have the top
Close.
two little tools on your left hand side selected. Sometimes I find the
there we go.
yeah,
Okay.
you might have to click them again. They
Yeah,
look like they're
you-
selected,
you-
but they aren't.
Yeah, you gotta have the little man, and yeah, sometimes that happens to me. I have to click somebody else and then
Right.
click. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's 2 turns for
So
50
you're
feet, so
so
I'm done.
you're gonna help who? 2 people move or what? Or you said you're just gonna move?
I
Because you could choose like Chester did to help 2 people. So you were over here, right?
yeah.
So you could
Okay.
help 2 people on this side of the room. Get out, and that'd be your whole turn. That's all 3 actions.
Oh, can I do that?
Yeah, you want to
Okay.
do that?
Sure.
So
let's do-
here, I got you. It'll
Yeah.
be you, and you want to just get these 2 people closest
Yeah.
to you.
Right.
All right, so you lead them out, and now they in turn line up. So that's 2, 4. That's 6 in the bucket line now. All right, and then you're outside, just waiting to go back in on your next turn or whatever you want to do. All right, so now Eagle's turn. So Wes, what do you want the eagle to do?
Well,
There's really no reason for it to do shit now.
I want my eagle to start leading people out. Just like
wonder-
start like pecking at them to like get
I'll
them
let-
into the outside the fucking door.
Well, we could say your eagle could take one person, lead one person out.
Hey, what?
Right.
Hey, let's have a suggestion. Maybe you could get your eagle out of the building and have him scout for the person that was cackling, that was laughing,
Oh.
right?
That was the fire demon.
It was
He was the
demon.
one
Oh,
laughing.
so like because it was the fire demon was summoned, right?
Yeah, oh, that was it.
Still
Oh,
might
no.
still might not be a bad idea to have the eagle scout around for
Well,
anybody
and
suspicious.
and even though the
Yeah.
laughter did coincide with the method, I mean, there's not to say that it was the method necessarily. Who
Yeah.
knows? I mean, how does magic work? I don't know.
I was right in front of it. I would have noticed if the method was laughing.
What's your intelligence?
You've had a lot to drink today.
Let's see. What's your intelligence, bro?
Sufficient.
Are you like -8 Teo in intelligence?
I don't even see intelligence as a stat.
You gotta go to your proficiency.
Yeah, I don't see intelligence anywhere on here.
Or no, it's one of your main stats. Yeah.
Yeah, on the
Press
12.
main tab.
12.
That's rough.
He's smarter than I am. My intelligence is 10.
yeah, but you make up for it with horniness.
And getting horribly turned down by racist gnomes.
All right, so Eagle carries one person out. Is that what you want to do?
And have the eagle. Yeah, have the eagle scout outside. Make sure outside is safe.
All right, so it'll take one person out, and then it's gonna stay out here looking for any kind of clues, and then you know, afterwards you could, whatever your
Does
animal
it
communion, you could talk to it.
does it have to roll for perception or something to find something, or?
Well, we can resolve that afterwards because he
Okay.
can like communicate with it, and then we'll
Right.
see. Like, I'm gonna remove that, right? Because wasn't it one round?
It shows expired for me.
Yeah, I just got a message that it wore off.
Well, that was because any rolls we did with it, but I don't think we really did any except for that. Well, yeah, we did, and it added it to Teo's roll. I think.
Yeah, I
But
got it last
It was
turn.
still
too.
a fail because it was like 4. All right, so the eagle carries somebody out, and then Melma Ann, she grabs whoa, wrong tool. She grabs Warball here because she sees that Warball is still amongst the people, and she drags her out. And then, like any good citizen, Warball jumps in line. So now you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people outside. And you've got 2 counselors outside, but they're waiting to get back in.
And let's not count Nathan. He can't be trusted.
He's in there though. In moments of need,
Fuck
he's able to. He's able to rise up. Surprise you.
All right, so that's the GM's discretion there, so we're good.
So, Trini Sprizzle Sprig shouts more racial slurs as she grabs this cook and carries him outside. That's 9 people outside.
You know, I was gonna use that gnome counselor as the person I'd befriend, but I don't think that's gonna happen now.
She gets behind Shik and just starts uttering nastiness. What's your name? Hold on.
Counselor, holy
I
shit!
thought I fixed your name here. Let me fix this.
You know,
I
at
don't-
some point that hate is really just sexual tension.
I mean, you called it, bro. All right. So with that, it's Drez's action. Drez, you
All right.
are standing at the door, ready to go back in. What do you do?
All right, so I want to use Trip on Trini Sprizzle Gig.
Oh no!
Oh.
Wow.
What?
I think you should just pickpocket her, man. Holy
Can't
shit!
attack the counselors, though,
Why not?
because they're you
Hey,
wouldn't
she
want
is
to-
being demonstrably racist. She has it
because
coming. I'm chaotic good.
you haven't yet been given the job, so you want to stay in the good graces of the council for now.
All right, fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going
You
to
should-
run up here back into the building and
No, wait,
grab.
Chesty. Use place item to place like a sternly worded letter in her pocket.
I don't have place item yet.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I'm going to grab Aileen
Stern.
Harnessed and Alexia Rahatitties over here and take
Okay.
them outside.
Okay, so taking people out still is going to use all three of your actions.
But boom, bucket chain, bitch.
But now the bucket chain is going. So in so it's round 2. So on round 5 there will be a bucket for everybody on their respective turns. Does that make sense? So like starting with Wes on round 5 there'll be a bucket. Therok there'll be a bucket. Boom, 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 all the way down. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So you need to come to the southern door here to retrieve the bucket. All right. Does that make sense? Oh, and by the way, I gotta add this guy. I keep forgetting to add people when they come in. Jesus. His perception is nothing because he's a fire, I guess.
Are we gonna be able to get to the furthest fire to the northwest from the door in one round, like per person? Is that too far? I think it is.
I mean, it's pretty far, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like this whole building needs to be rebuilt anyway. I think we should just.
That's
You-
what I'm
you
saying.
could-
Right now.
We get the hell out of
could-
Dodge and let
I
it
mean,
burn.
You could, once you have, I would say once you have 15 people out here, you could have some people line up in the building for a bucket chain.
Yeah, I
You
might
could-
as well do that.
But you know, it might be dangerous because there is fire going here. You know
Well,
what I mean?
we only need 10 for the bucket chain. Can we just create more bucket chains?
So,
Yeah. Why do we need to get them outside to continue the bucket chain inside?
Like I said though, when Neji looked around the room and there weren't any windows, that means that smoke is slowly collecting in the room.
I think we should just evacuate then. At this point.
But that smoke has the wonderful odor of drunken dwarf.
Well, we don't have
You guys
we don't
could
have
form
to-
a bucket chain.
right. We don't
gonna
have to go from inside, do we? We could go from
suggestion,
around.
Let's make the fucking counselors form a bucket chain because this is their fault for not enforcing fire codes.
I would think that would be
They
a
would
coerce,
stop
right?
helping people out the door though.
But oh yeah, it's true. Shit.
But,
Well,
like,
I don't
you-
think we want any more people out the door, though,
But,
right?
like,
We've got enough people to get to the water.
But we don't want
Well,
people
but like
inside where
they-
the smoke's building up, though.
You guys could form a bucket chain and then use an action to tell whoever had the bucket for you to give it to whoever's at the door, right? Because you can't all be at the door. Somebody's got to be at the end and the other end.
Okay.
But you could use an action to say, "Hey, give them my bucket." You know what I mean?
This fire's
You
only
do it
been
that
burning
way.
for an hour. I mean, how bad could it be?
Well, apparently, according to my clock thing out here, time is paused during combat. So this has all been happening in like Quicksilver time. I advanced
well,
it an hour
my-
a second ago.
My turn is done, and we got people out 2 turns for the bucket chain. So let's get the rest of these people out.
Boom, boom. Well, Jorsk, like all the counselors before him, he grabs a citizen and he helps them outside. Boom.
What the fuck is Sergeant Abrams doing over here? Fucking pig, just watching us do all the goddamn work.
He's looking over the people that are still stuck in here, trying to get them out. He's just
no, he's a big.
he's not
orangey
important
pig.
enough to have a turn. He's actually considered a spectator.
I'm gonna trip him.
All right, so the fire method is dead, so he obviously doesn't take a turn. But the first fire spreads again. Ooh. And now it's even larger, so it spreads even fiercer. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. And this one I would actually need one little extra square of it. Boom. So we'll say it's actually that and this little square right here on the table. Little baby fire. Alright.
Oh fuck.
And then the next one, it spreads too, like the other one. And so it gets as big as that one just was. Consumes this whole bookshelf back here. So even though there's a door to the north, it's just impassable right now. Because this whole bookshelf that was the secret entrance is inflamed. Alright, and so now that's round 3. One round closer. Quintino runs back in, grabs Demetrius. Wait, what round is this? Round 3, right? Yeah, he grabs Demetrius and he helps him out.
Are we the only ones that can help 2 at a time?
Yes.
Okay.
And, working together, you might even be able to get more, but who knows? Never tried that.
I mean, in all honesty, we're not that close of friends.
I mean, you did just meet, and I don't know, you got old buddy pretty drunk.
Yeah, and I have seen one of you naked already.
All right, Quintino runs back in, ready to assist.
That doesn't make you special, Drez.
Other counselors run in to help him. There we go. All right, so Wesley, it's now your action again. You stand amongst the pews. What do? You see scared townspeople all around you. They're starting to choke up a little bit as the smoke is getting just thicker and thicker. Poke.
Oh, my
muted?
mic was off. I will
Yeah.
start. Yeah. I will start helping with the evacuation. Catherine Leonard, Jason DePiero, and Danny Saladino.
All right.
They're pretty far. I'm gonna have to.
So
help
you can get 2 people and take them out, and that's your 3 actions. You want to do it?
Okay. Yeah, Catherine Leonard and Jason DePiero.
All right. So you grab these 2 old folks and help them out. And then, even though they're old folks, they still jump in the line here. Help them get water. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So since you got 15 out, I'll say that next round is when the water will start. But you still got all these people in here too. So get the people out, get the fire out. That's a win-win-win-win. All right. So that's your 3 actions. Greta, she grabs somebody else and brings them to safety. They line up. And then we're on to Therok, Grimmane. First you take can't even see you. First you take fire damage.
Man, tail, fuck.
From-
How much health do you have now?
I'm still at 19.
Okay.
I mean, you're probably so drunk you can't feel it.
4 damage. Where'd you go? Oh, back in it. Alright. So you take
Well, I want to
4
stay here because my next move is important.
He's gonna run out the door.
Alright, so yeah, your turn. What are you doing?
All right. I roll across the floor to try to put myself out towards the bookshelf.
Okay. You have a skill for this. Tumble through, I think. It's what you use to like move without getting
Yep,
yeah.
I do.
So we'll say it's a easy one. We'll say it's a 10, just a 10 for success. Since there's nothing really in the way. Oh god, you get to roll 2 on that?
No, I rolled once and you rolled once.
Well they both won, so where are you moving to? All the way to the bookshelf?
Yeah, all the way to the bookshelf.
Okay. So that's the 1 action.
Now, I am going to palm an object.
Okay.
I'm going to steal a book from this bookshelf, hoping that it provides us some useful knowledge.
Wow. What a dick.
Does he have to roll for it to be like a lucky book, like for him to get something good, or?
Well, so given that there's a fire currently blazing, and all the counselors are busy, I don't even think there's a check necessary, but it's definitely an action consumed.
No, I
So
think it's
with
more like for him to get a good book, like because he's just picking a random book, right, Teo? You're not
Yeah,
looking through.
I'm not taking
You can say
time to
that.
check.
You
But
can say
so
that.
one of the things about palm an object, it's I have to roll a thievery check against the perception DCs of all the creatures who are currently observing me, and everybody's back is turned to me because they're
That's
all
what I'm
headed
saying.
for the door.
Nobody's observing.
Nobody's observing you.
What he's saying though is roll anyway to determine the quality of the book.
Yes.
Right,
Yeah.
which I would say is what, a perception check maybe?
What kind of rolls can you do
Well,
here?
it's you can roll a thievery, so I would say
I would rather roll perception.
well, I'm gonna set the threshold of like an absolutely great book that tells you like you found the GM book, right? Is like a 22, yeah, 20 to 22, something like that. Uh, a good book that's gonna give you some information. I'm gonna say that's a 14, and then just garbage is like 10 and under.
All right.
So that's fair enough.
That's not bad with your perception bonus. Or
Oh,
I'm
shit
taking an
sucks.
armor check
It
penalty for
shit
some reason.
sucks. It's a dexterity
Oh,
check. Yeah.
oh shit, thievery. Oh god.
Yeah, it shit sucks, dude.
Okay, all right.
It shows a +4 to thievery, but
He's drunk as shit. It's a plus. It's a yeah, it's a +4, but it's a -3 because of your armor.
Oh shit.
Because you're not wearing like light armor. It says it right there. You see it, don't you?
only when I click it. But then it shows that the armor check penalty is off for some reason.
On the actual roll in the check window, though, it does show your
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
your armor check penalty.
All right, so you do grab something and you stuff it in your bag to be revealed later when you under calmer circumstances.
Drez Killstab is the only one who notices you do it, and he gives you a little thumbs up from the doorway.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up in the middle of the fire. All right, you still have one action remaining.
I just move in between these tables.
Okay. And he shouts, Neji! As it's your action. What do? You're standing outside. We'll say you're at the door here.
I'm gonna yell, "Hey, I forgot your name." Okay. How many more people need to be evacuated? So I'll go to the furthest people, I guess. Where'd my character go? I lost him. Shoot.
Right there.
So sorry,
So
let me
yeah,
get him.
the only restriction on who you can get is they have to be on the same side. So no problem, as long as they're on the right or the left. To
Okay.
same size.
Right,
So
right.
if you wanted to get this person and this person, that's fine because they're on the same side.
Okay, and that would take up all 3 of my turns.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. So
Want to do it for me? Yeah.
we'll say you grab these 2 folks and you get them outside with you, and then like good little citizens, they run up and
And then
join.
as I'm running past Trini, I whisper, "I know you want me, baby."
And surprising to you, she winks.
All right.
But you're not sure if it was a wink or it's because the smoke in the room is starting to suffocate everyone. Alright, the eagle, you just want him to keep looking around, see if he finds anything. He's just looking.
I think he could help out with the evacuation actually to take more people out.
All right, so with your command, he flies in and he grabs one of these cultists, and the cultist is saved. He comes outside but refuses to help. And they say it's against their religion.
Wow.
They say
No more cultists saving.
they love
I
fire.
see.
They say they love fire. All right, Mailman grabs Roy Poster, throws him in the mix. He jumps in to help. He's just gonna jump over there. Trini grabs a cultist who also refuses to help. He jumps down there. And then it's the honorable Drez Killstab's turn again for
All
the
right,
chaotic good.
I'm going to grab Mohan Napper and Ronica Bershi here and take them out.
All right, 2 more people saved. They jump in line. Water supply line is definitely killing it. All right. Jorsk, he grabs this little guy, throws him in line. Fire method is dead. Fire spreads. Oh, baby. So it should be. Oh, baby.
Like, is it even worth doing this? Like, is the fire gonna spread too fast? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Let's just get out and let it burn.
Well, you gotta save everybody. You can't. That's your win condition here is put the fire out or save everybody.
Okay.
Or,
Yeah, I don't
or
think we can
both.
put. I don't think we'll be able to put the fire out. Honestly, what do you guys think?
I mean, we can give it an honest try after we've got the people out.
All right.
Yeah, because
We'll
what
cross the
else
bridge
is
when we
what
get
else
there.
are
Right
they
now,
gonna do when
yeah.
they're outside?
Right now, priority is the people.
Mm-hmm.
Spoken like a true hero.
Chaotic good, bitches.
Alright, the fire is rapidly spreading.
Wait, Jesse, you're chaotic good, yet you're a hired killer.
Sure, because there are some men that need killing, and those are the men I kill.
Ever heard of Dexter?
Alright,
I have, and I'd rather forget.
no Dexters in Pathfinder. Alright, so Quintino helps yet another townsperson out, and he turns to Wesley with a desperate look. Now it's your action.
Well, I'm going to help out Danny Saladino and
There is a water bucket now at the door for you to get.
well,
How much does each bucket put out? You said 1 square?
Mm-hmm.
all right. I'm right at the exit, right? I'm right.
You're right here.
Give your bucket
Okay.
to this Sergeant Abrams dude. He's closest to the fire, and he ain't done shit yet.
Right. That's what I'm going to do. Hand that bucket over to Sergeant Abrams.
Okay. And tell him to what?
And put out the fire. Put out one of the fires.
Alright, so Sergeant Abram takes that bucket and he goes over here and he douses this bit of fire right here.
Okay. And
And
that's
let
one
me
turn.
Oh,
And then
NPCs are allowed to move just like that, Mary, without any consequence
Oh,
for.
excuse me, I'm wrong. A bucket of water douses a 4 squares, 10 by 10 square. So that actually reduced this by a lot more. Let me
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Oh,
Then
we
we
got
can
this
easily
then.
Yeah, we can
Oh,
definitely
yeah,
save
yeah,
this.
Yeah.
yeah.
Frickin' Sergeant Abrams has got fucking speed hacks here.
Yeah. So the fire by the west door is actually this big now because of that bucket. All right.
Okay. All right, perfect.
So you have, I would say that was an action to tell him that. So now you have 2.
All right, and well, I still want to evacuate people, but actually, how far is the next bucket?
Everybody from now on has a bucket. So Therok have a bucket, Neji have a bucket, Drez will have a bucket. All the PCs have a bucket. I
All the
mean,
pieces.
your eagle, we could say your eagle can carry a bucket.
All right, all right. Well,
Why didn't we just
uh,
send in the Eagles?
can
But
I
we'll
can I
say,
can I take a bucket from someone else and douse the
but,
fire myself?
but we'll say, what's his dex? Let's see. Oh, it's a +3. We'll say your eagle can carry a bucket, but he's gotta get a 16 or better dex check to not drop it.
Gotcha.
Ooh,
All right. Well, it's
is that
not
a
my
hard roll
eagle's
for that
turn.
eagle?
I don't think it's that bad.
I
He's
don't
got
think so.
+3, I think.
hmm And can I take a bucket from someone else and douse the fire myself?
Yeah, but your bucket just got used by Abrams. He grabbed it because you told him, and he went and put that out.
All right. Can I grab a bucket from someone else, like Neji, right next to me? Oh no, where am I? Yeah,
Well,
Neji, right
yeah,
next to
but
me.
his bucket's not ready until his turn, and then it won't be your turn. And
Gotcha.
he
Gotcha.
probably also don't want you doing shit with his bucket.
And knowing the
That's
people of this town, that bucket is probably made of wood. So let's not throw an empty wooden bucket on the fire.
Does
So
Yeah.
does it take
Maybe.
does it take 3 actions to get one person out, or does that only apply to 2? Like if he went back
I
in
mean,
for one person with 2 actions left, could he get them out?
no. It takes all 3 of your actions to get 2 people out. Yeah.
Right, but if he
what
only
about one
was
person?
one person.
Right. No, you can't get just one out at a time. Yeah.
All right. So
Because it takes all 3 actions because you got to find them, calm them
Gotcha.
down, and then get them out. So it's not necessarily the number; it's the number of actions that's stopping it. Does that make sense?
Gotcha, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So what can I do at this point to help? Like, I can't get people out. I can't. The only thing I could contribute is to be part of that bucket line to make it faster. No.
You could maybe get into position like somewhere partway down the aisle so that maybe somebody could hand a bucket off to you.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Sure.
works. That works.
could-
So I'll get in between where Sergeant Abrams is, and like I will go like
So
halfway in between that.
what's your movement? It's 25.
25.
So you want to go? You could
Remember, over here
go.
though is
close the
still
door.
You could go. So that's 25, and then you could go like 15 more. So you could go
Mhm.
like here.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
Oop. Let me get
So
the
then
right.
I could participate in that bucket chain from the indoors, right?
Yeah. Did I say
That's a good
there
idea.
or there? I think I might have said
I
there.
think you're in the right spot right now.
Yeah, right there. All right. So then Greta, she grabs this guy and helps him out. He's out now. And then she looks at Therok and she says, Therok, do something.
Do I already have my bucket in my hands, or do I have to come get it?
Your bucket is at the door. So you would have to either holler at someone, like, so think about what Wes did. He told this dumbass, hey, get my bucket and go put out the fire. And he did it. But I would say you can't just use any old, you got to use a
I'm gonna
gas.
holler at Melma, who's standing right here. Melma Ann.
Okay.
Tell her to grab the bucket
Okay.
and throw it on the northwest fire.
Okay. So she goes over here to the fire at the western door and she douses it. And that almost puts it out.
It should put it out, right?
Isn't it all of
10
it?
by 10? Yeah, that one should be gone.
No, it's 6.
Oh, it's not. Okay, I see. If you hover
Yeah.
over it, it shows you the actual tiles. It's not just the graphic is showing.
Yeah,
might
I
come
Got
know,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
There you go. So it's just a little bit left. Cinders, smaller than when it started. All right, so you have, I would say that's one action. So you got 2 left if you want to move anywhere or try to steal any more books that you can't read, probably dumbass dwarf. What's your
I
intelligence?
got 12 wisdom and 12 intelligence, okay?
Basic.
Plus
Basic.
1. Plus 1, okay?
I mean, my intelligence is 14. He can always just hand it to me.
Runes. They're not written in runes. All right, but you got 2 actions. I mean, you could just end if you don't want to do nothing.
Well, do something. Like jump up and down.
No, I'm gonna grab this this fire method, and in my complete disdain for goblins, chunk it into the northern fire.
All right, so you throw the Mephit corpse into the fire.
Does anything happen to the corpse? Does it do anything special or magical?
You hear a singe, a pop, and a crackle like you've never heard in your life before. And from the fire emerges another fire method.
God damn it.
Let's see.
That would make sense. Fire would heal it or bring one
Well,
back.
it's a good thing that I got into position.
My goodness.
I hope
Teo.
we've all learned something
Well,
about
yeah.
fire methods
you
today.
realize that it is in fact not another fire method. It is
Okay.
a healed fire method. If we can heal him here. Yes, yes, yes.
Chesty, talk to him.
Let me zoom in here.
Well, yeah, we could.
Now's my chance.
You're welcome.
Cut off of him.
Chaotic good. There you go.
chaotic, idiotic, maybe.
That was awesome.
Alright.
That was awesome.
So,
Yeah.
he screams as he comes out of the fire.
And
And
then Tails.
he yells, refreshed.
And then okay, so is it my turn now?
It is, yeah, let me see. Does he? I don't think he needs to roll new initiative. Wait.
And
Yeah, he does. Because I took him out. Yeah. So, boom. He's at the bottom.
ooh, yeah, 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's my turn. I yell out, that's totally a brand new fire demon and not one that and it didn't come alive. All right.
No, he healed. He healed. We changed this.
Thanks for having my back and lying for me, though.
It's not a new one.
I know I was saving face for our group, so we don't get
Oh.
blamed.
Right. I mean, like
You
these
got me. It
townsfolk are
worked.
going to be
It
kind of
worked.
pissed off.
It worked on me.
Yeah. Okay.
But you've got to roll a deception check on that, right?
No, it's chaotic right now. And he fooled me, so it worked.
Okay,
I think you should get an extra hero point for fooling the game master.
Never.
Okay, should I help with the evacuation or help with fighting this fire demon?
Let me figure out what it's saying before we snuff it out again.
Okay, I guess I'll. Well, there's Wes here that's closer, so you could probably.
Remember,
Tails
you
and
have a
Wesley.
bucket too.
Oh yeah, I have a bucket. Okay, I'm gonna tell Greta, Gardania to grab my bucket and put out the northwest fire completely.
Okay. Greta grabs your bucket. She runs over here. She douses the northwest fire, and it's out completely. And then, do you have one more action?
Is that 2 actions for?
I think you have 2. Yeah, two.
Okay, 2 more
Sorry.
actions. So hold on, let me get my measurements here. Oops. How do I measure my AOE again? Was it the?
The second little thing, the
Okay.
little bent square
Gotcha. Okay.
ruler. Yeah.
Alright.
And then while you're on that tooltip is when you can click the little icon in the middle and just hit delete. You should be able to delete it. I don't know. Can you? Yeah.
Okay.
I think your own stuff you can delete.
Okay. I'm going to, I guess, move 25 feet. Yeah, I can move 25 feet. I'll move here. Oops, I gotta change. 25 feet. Um, do my measurement again real quick. Oops.
You can kind of like lock it too if you hit control and hold and click. It's kind of wanky, but
It's kind of what?
wanky. Like you're not sure about it. Could get
Damn,
caught
Teo,
against you.
I barely reach you here, but all right. What else can I can't really do much. So I'm gonna cast Inspire Courage again.
All right.
And I'm not gonna hear
love
it.
that
Dang
song.
it.
You're not gonna hear it because you're out of range.
Yep, I'm 65 feet away, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna play Master of Puppets on my lute to inspire courage, and then all right.
Are you like queuing that up? Should I mute here?
No, it's okay. I don't need troll for that, right?
No.
All right,
No.
so then just give us the buffs, I guess, and then I'm done my turn. How do I delete this?
That's mine.
Selecting it. Oh, that's ours. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So we go on to the eagle. What do you want the eagle to do?
Hey, before I finish my turn, I'm gonna whisper to my love here and be like, "Hey, babe, did you see that?" All right.
She turns to you, and smacks you right in the face.
Oh, look at
Oh,
that. That's
damn.
progress. We're moving things along here.
It's progressed to physical touch. Here we go.
Yes, yeah.
minus 1 HP.
That's hilarious.
Okay,
All right.
so my
So what do you want
eagle,
the eagle in?
my eagle could be right next to me, in position to attack. See what the fire method is going to do.
All right. So he's there.
Yeah. So
That's
just a perception check on the fire method. I don't want to waste a turn.
okay. Let's see. He is. Let me do a little secret roll here based on his stats. Can I do this? And what's your? I'm gonna roll that public. That's what I meant. Okay, yeah. So ignore that first one. I clicked the wrong one. All right.
Okay.
So, um, so you don't notice anything particularly useful about the method that would help you attack it. You do notice that, like most small creatures, it has rather high acrobatics. So any kind of attack that would hit its, the check on its dexterity would probably be not too good. Um, Also, you notice that, of course, it's a demon of hell, and you remember through your ranger training that all demonic entities um, are rather skilled at deception. So you might not believe everything that it tells you. Um, Do you share this information with your party members?
Oh yeah, I will share that with Drez.
All
Don't
right.
believe everything you hear.
All right. So as your recall knowledge, yeah, that's yeah. So as you're learning or noticing these things, you yell back at Drez. So Drez has this information too, that he's deceptive and that he's nimble, you might say, with his dexterity. He's a demon, so he's a summoned demon. So you don't really notice any of that, any of those like things about him as far as like who he may worship and such. He's a demon, so he worships fire and his master.
Gotcha. Okay, and
And of course, your eagle told you all that. All right,
Okay.
so let's see here. I was looking at Sezelrin. Is that your fire god? Ra, there's a lot of fire gods. Moloch, yeah. All right, so Melma Ann, she runs back from over here by the door, and she helps out another citizen, Keith. He jumps in line. Trini Sprizzle Sprig solters by Schick and helps out the cult leader who refuses to help, stands by his cultists. And without hesitation, Drez Killstab jumps back into action.
Hey guys, an idea. What if we capture the demon instead of killing it?
How do we capture it?
I don't know. Just
I could trip it.
So, well, hang on. First thing I'm going to do
Oh,
is
my.
I'm going to try to figure out if it's saying anything. The second thing is it's a fire demon, so maybe we throw a bucket of water on it.
Ooh.
Oh, but okay, all right,
All right, but
okay,
here's my
okay.
question. Here's my question. Do I have to be within a certain distance of him to hear what he's saying?
Well, he is a small creature, so I would say you need to be within, 25, 30 feet. Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to move in range of him.
Okay.
Move. I guess it'll take me 2 actions to take me right here.
All right. Ooh, one more.
All right. And is he speaking right now where I can hear him, or do I
right
need
now
to
he's
ask
just
him something?
he's just muttering and cackling. You can tell that he is speaking demonic. Is that what it's called? The language?
Abyssal.
He speaks Ignan.
Oh, then I can't understand what he's saying because I speak
that's-
Abyssal.
Abyssal?
Yep.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna
Abyssal.
do?
Oh, let's use the carpet to capture him. Let's throw the carpet on him.
I can grapple.
Wow, there's a lot of fucking.
You love that carpet.
Okay.
Dude, I'm just
All right.
trying to think outside the box here, guys.
You could one of you guys though could try to use. Teo just linked it a second ago. Recall knowledge. I would say like an occultism recall knowledge. Does that
Ooh,
let
I
you
don't-
know
I
their
don't have change for
languages?
that.
All right. Well, hang on, because I've still got an action left here.
Or even a recall knowledge lore? Maybe?
Oh yeah, that one I got.
I have that too.
I mean, it doesn't specifically say language, but like we can homebrew it a little bit.
But is like there a specific type of lore that we need to use? Because I mean, I've got underworld lore. That's not going to help here.
Yeah. Well, let's see what it checks on. I think it's the recall knowledge check. It's all kind of the same.
All right. Well, what I'm going to do for my last
Well,
action here.
I can decide what skill you use it with, I believe. The subject of the lore. Oh, so yeah, you are supposed to use like the subcategory.
Right. So
Yeah.
I can't do anything there. So what I'm going to do for my last action
Yeah.
is I'm going to sheath my right hand dagger. so that I've
Okay.
got my hand free next turn if I need to pull a throwing knife.
Okay, so daggers one hand, and your other hand is free. You not because you don't have any actions left.
Right.
Got you. Okay. And that should be all for you, right?
Yeah, that's
Sure,
all.
agree.
That's all my actions.
Okay, so Jorsk, he notices there's more people over on this side, so he grabs this old dude, throws him outside, and then he readies to get somebody else. And then it's the fire method's turn. Since he's not been directly engaged by anybody this time, and he's kind of appreciative of Therok for healing him to full, uh, he just cackles about again, just muttering things in an indiscernible language. Um, he saunters a few squares over here, and surprisingly to all of you, he belches out a little square of fire.
Oh my goodness. God damn it, Mary. God damn it, Teo.
I just concentrate on getting the people out. We can let the building burn if we have to.
So now the method fire will also roll initiative. Lucky for you, it won't spread because it actually rolled higher than him. So now, it's just this town hall fire up at the top that will spread this turn. Ooh, it's getting big though.
Where are we with the bucket situation right now, Mary?
Everybody has a bucket at the door for their turn from now on.
Oh, Drez didn't use his bucket.
It's working. Yeah, I mean, I'm not reminding you.
Dang it.
It's there. I guess
Right.
I could.
I had to move closer to try to hear what he was saying and found out that I do not speak his language.
Let's see. I think this should be right, and then I can delete the little one.
You guys have anything in your backpack that could maybe hold it down? Rope?
Yeah, I see what you guys mean. The fire is definitely bigger than the like the outline is what it is if you mouse over it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The little token is not that big. I didn't want to get it too cluttery.
I have a
I do
torch.
have
Will that
rope.
help?
I do have rope. You want? It's gonna be my turn soon. Should we try it? Try to catch it?
All right. Well, Quintino's grabbing this guy over here as usual. He's helping him out, and it is now your turn. So, what would you like to do? Go ahead.
Well, I do have recon knowledge lore. Let me do that first.
Didn't we do that already on this guy?
What
Did we?
kind of lore, though? It has to be specific to a lore that matches his.
I would say it's
Well,
occult. If you want to know his language, and he's a little demon, occultism would be the thing. Let me see if I can figure this out real quick. DC's by level, so that gives me the DC to check it at. He's a 1, so it'd be a so it'd be a 15 DC, I believe. Let me see how you do it though. But no, that recall knowledge is I think that's how you make up for not being able to like just know everything. Does that make sense?
Right, like you have to. It's technically something that you know, but you have to roll a check to see if you remember it correctly or misremember or whatever.
Yeah. So I would say, let me look at your sheet here, dude. See
I
what
have
you got.
0 on occultism.
So I mean, you could roll one, you just wouldn't get a bonus,
Mm,
and it
I
would
think
have
I
you'd have
think
to
my
get higher than 16 to figure out anything.
think my actions are better spent just going over there and grappling him with the rope.
Can you move that far?
You're gonna tie up a fire demon with a rope.
Oh, it's gonna burn. Oh shit.
Yeah. All right. Well, that if that doesn't work, then
I mean, it might work if he was unconscious first.
how do we get him unconscious?
Snap
not
off,
kill him.
snap off the end of one of your arrows and aim for his head. And
Have
if you get a crit, you hit him in the head.
have one of the counselors by the door grab your bucket and bring it to you, and then you move towards the demon with your bucket full of water in hand.
Could douse him. It might do something.
I could. Yeah.
You
Let's
may
do
not
that.
make it all the way in this turn, but at least then next turn you'll have a bucket of water ready to go for him.
All right. Let's do that.
Or we could cut down on this main fire that's at 8 squares now. Or no, sorry, 12 squares now.
Can I
Yeah.
reach the main fire?
You could command an NPC
Okay.
to.
You know what? I'll
Mm.
handle the fire. You guys do your thing. How about that? I'll command people to
Okay.
to use your buckets and put the fire out.
Okay. So I'll just start walking towards the fire method with my water bucket.
Okay, so you're gonna hold it and not use it. You're just gonna have it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have it. Well, I don't think I could reach it and then douse it without wasting more than all three of my actions.
No, because you would need to go. I give you this well look. So that would cost you 35 feet to get the bucket.
Mm-hmm.
So that's into 2 actions.
But couldn't he just have one of the counselors that are standing right by the door bring the bucket to him?
All right, so we'll say we'll give him a free action and let him do that. So then you trying to walk all the way over here.
Mm-hmm.
You got 3 actions, right?
Yeah.
That would add. I mean, you could get here with it. You could get here with it. I think that's right.
Yeah. Let's get there.
All right. Whoop, wrong tool.
Can I? Is there any way I could be stealthy while doing that? Just because he's not focused on me, I have high stealth.
Sneak would be an action you don't have, and then you'd move at half speed the whole way
Right.
there. So it wouldn't really be worth it. And
Okay,
I mean,
gotcha.
what's his perception is +3. I mean, yeah, his perception's not too crazy high, but it's +3. So I mean, he probably would see you. I don't know.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I mean, I studded leather,
Boom.
strong constitution. I could take a hit.
Well, he's not engaged with you yet. I mean, he really like before, unless you do something aggressive to him, he's just kind of running around belching fire, kind of
Alright,
happy
cool.
to do his thing. All right,
Alright,
Greta.
so I can end my turn.
Yeah, Greta runs over here, and she notices more people on this side too, so she helps them out and helps out old Sinclair. Ends her turn, and now she looks at Therok and says, Therok, you haven't moved since last turn. Do something.
I don't know.
Don't-
Last time he did
don't
something, it got
kill
worse.
the demon.
Hey, Teo, just leave. Exit's right there.
And the fire's out. Time for a drink.
I mean, it really is.
And I'll be nice until
It's
you
past
die.
that time.
I mean, if he likes you, you could whip your dick out and piss on him, you know?
Alright, I perform one action to move here. And 2 more to move there.
Okay. When you get there, you saying anything? You just looking at the
I'm squaring off against the demon again. That's it.
Okay. Neji steps up and is now your action.
Remember, I didn't use my bucket. You could have one of them grab mine too.
I noticed
Yeah,
that there
technically.
are 3 buckets
Yeah,
by the
3
door.
buckets.
I asked Greta to grab one and douse the fire.
All right, she brings a bucket over, and she reduces it. So
Okay.
here,
How many more buckets do we have?
2 more buckets.
Okay, I'm not gonna order Trini because she might hate me. I asked Quintino to pick up a bucket and douse the fire.
Quintino complies and brings a bucket. The fire is now within putting out range.
And then I asked Melma to also grab another bucket and put the remaining fire out.
Melma does so, grabs the bucket,
Teamwork.
and the
Yeah.
fire is completely doused.
There's just one more.
Except for the method fire burning next to him. Yeah. All right. So now we'll say that was 1, 2, 3,
That's
right?
3 turns. Yeah, I'm done.
All right. So Eagle, what does Eagle do?
Is Eagle holding a bucket still or no?
He never did it.
Oh
We never
no.
did
Okay.
it.
All right.
Hmm. So maybe Eagle should just go get a bucket. I don't think there's nothing. I don't think there's anything Eagle could do here.
Ask him if he
All
can
right.
grab one and bring it to me, and then you and I will both have buckets.
Fan the flames.
What did we say? It would be 14 to carry it or 16? I said one
I
of
think
the
you
other.
said 16, but
16. Oh, Eagle, he flies to the door and tries to grab the bucket, but it's just a little too heavy.
Should have picked the Badger.
That's okay, Eagle.
Badger
That's
could have got
okay.
it in his teeth, bro.
You're
It's an
you're
easy
trying,
win.
Eagle. You're still an important part of this team. You
Well,
almost had it.
he was just summoned for the first time today, so
It's a good first effort. Good, Eagle.
don't judge him. We'll say he still has 2 actions, so if you want to move him anywhere.
Can I command him to to try again for the bucket?
Yeah, but you'd be a map penalty -5. He flew down
Oh,
here.
-5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He could. I would just command him to fly around, make sure everybody's safe.
All right. Inside or outside?
Outside.
All right. So now Melma Ann, she runs back towards the door, grabs another person, helps them out. Oop. Trini, same thing. She grabs the last person off the left side, throws his ass out here. Drez, the hero, what's your action?
All right, I'm going to ask your Hinterclaw to grab a bucket and bring it to me.
Okay, Jorce complies, brings you your bucket. Does
How's
he
that
hand
going to
it
be?
to you or is he holding it?
No, he's going to hand it to me. It's in
No,
my
that'd be a
hands.
free action. I've been letting everybody
Okay.
do one, like move the bucket with somebody else.
All right.
Action. Yeah.
So I'm going to step right up in front of that, or actually I'm going to set not right in front of him, but the square to his diagonal left is where I'm going to go.
Okay.
Oh, you can hit him and the fire, hey, from there.
Mm.
Yeah.
With the bucket.
And I've still got an action to throw the water, right?
Yes.
Douse
You're still
that fucker.
holding the bucket. The method or the bucket will do a 10 by 10.
I want to aim
it'll get
specifically
both.
for the method. I don't really care if the other fire doesn't get doused because I mean
Well, it'll get both. You'll put the
Okay.
because it'll do basically a 2 by 2 of 4
Okay,
squares.
yeah. Toss it on the method.
Does he
All right.
need to do a roll to hit the method?
Well, so this fire will go out, and no, I mean he doesn't need to do a roll to hit him with the bucket of water. He's just trying to see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Let me initiate a little secret roll here, and see something though. If he saves, on his reflex. Ooh.
How was that roll?
So
Ooh.
the bucket of water
Ooh,
splashes the method, and you find out that it does indeed hurt it, but not a lot. He only loses 2 HP. And he curses at you in an indiscernible demon dialect. Ignog, whatever that is. You look it up.
Does it do anything to him besides damage?
Just
Like,
hurts
is he-
him a little bit. Makes his
Gotcha.
flame diminish a little bit, but
Gotcha.
doesn't fully extinguish him because he's like, the living flame or whatnot.
Someone try knocking him out with the bucket and then just covering, like, catch him with the bucket, like put it on top of him. Maybe, I don't know.
I've got a few athletics checks I'm going to use on him.
Nice.
So Jorsk Hinterclaw runs back over here, helps out this nice lady, reunites her with her son. The fire method turns to Chesty, now engaged in combat, and he latches on with his little method teeth. Is using his main attack, jaws. His jaws. He latches right on to Chesty's still damaged balls, and he
Oh, God.
and he does 6 damage. Youch! He mutters in an indiscernible dialect. All the fires are extinguished. All right. Just before this round begins, all of the remaining spectators here, the townspeople, fall unconscious. So now, if you were to help any out, you can only get one out at a time. Also, everybody in here, because the smoke is so thick, is now taking 1d6 damage at the end of their turn. So that includes, I guess, if anybody's NPCs are left in the room too, we'll take damage even if they're not, in combat here.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So I'll roll for them like at the end of the round. All right.
Okay.
Also, the counselors, they've just been working overtime. They grab Sergeant Abrams here. They pull him to the door, but then they rush out because they're getting choked by the smoke. So they're no longer helping these remaining folks out the door. Womp womp.
So what's the play here, guys? I could try knocking it out with my arrows, but it's pretty
No,
much like
It's
going into combat.
It's time to get the rest of these people out of here and let this thing burn the fucking
Oh,
building down.
wait. Scratch that though. I forgot the fires all went out. So there's no, they still passed out, but they're not going to take damage. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because we still have 2 doors open, so smoke is rolling out.
Smoke's rolling out, but no.
Actually, 3 doors. We have 3 doors open.
Yeah.
Are there counselors going to be able to help out still or no?
No.
Is anyone able to help out?
They're still outside. So all these people are pretty much on you guys to get out. Because
Okay.
all the counselors, they're wore out. They're smoke,
Right,
inhalation.
okay.
They're freaking out. They've been doing the most work here, running through, helping out.
Okay, so there's really no rush now because no one's taking any damage. Like
Yeah,
they're just
let's
passed
just
out, right?
kill this guy again and then.
So I guess I'll bring them out while you guys do your thing with the demon.
Okay.
Fucked it with the demon a little bit. Maybe shoot some arrows at it. What else?
Yeah,
what else is?
I'm gonna
there?
remove them from here. That way, I saw them still in the log, and I forgot they were out. Now there we go. They're out.
Yeah.
Can I hold my torch up to it and get a much closer look?
Hold
Do not
your
do
torch
that.
up.
do not
No.
do that.
Please.
Goddamn drunken dwarves.
Could do that. Let's see what would happen.
I'd probably roll another 1 and drop the torch directly on it.
All right, let's
And
go.
what else?
I mean,
What else?
do it and see what happens. I say.
Try knocking it out or something, or
I mean, like
hit it in the head with the
we
chair.
know that water doesn't like put out its flame, and fire will bring it back to life, and none of us can understand what it says. So why the fuck do we want to take this thing alive?
Or knock
Alright.
it out. That's what I'm saying.
Knock it out. Okay. Well, I still have hunted prey on this target. No.
No, because he died and was reborn, but you could just do it.
Yeah, I'll apply hunt prey on him.
Also, what? Oh yeah. So we do. Because it's a free action. It's not. I don't think it costs you anything, right?
I think
Be
that's
careful
no,
because
it's a
Drez
one
is
one action.
It's a
Yeah,
one.
it's one action.
also be
Free
careful.
action.
Drez is right in your way.
Right. I would have to move. I would have to move out of Drez's way.
You can like move behind Teo. You're taller than he is. Just shoot over his head.
I think that's off, right? Isn't Inspire Courage yours is 1 round? You saying?
Yeah.
You're right, but it hasn't lasted 1 round for me yet because Neji goes after me, so I still have the Inspire Courage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
Can you blunt your arrows somehow to knock him out? I don't know, or throw something
But
at him
I'm
instead.
saying, why do we want to knock him out? We can't understand him.
No, we can bring him. We can lock him up. You know, there's townspeople that probably can speak or understand more about the demon, right?
I mean,
How do we keep it from setting
Yeah,
fires,
but
though?
I think it's a
Possibility.
terribly bad idea.
Yeah, I think like in order to lock him up, we have to like put him underwater. He's just gonna set fire to anything else, you know?
You guys can hit things unarmed. You punch it, knock it out, kind of a deal. It is a small creature, right?
You're just
Yeah.
trying to get us to punch a fire demon
But
unarmed.
yeah, but do we want to knock it out? That's the
Yeah,
ultimate
it's
discussion.
an idea. If you guys don't want it, it's fine.
I mean, if we had
okay.
an easy way of keeping it out and making sure he could not start fires, I'd say, yeah, let's do it. But
You know
I
what?
don't see one of those right now.
I'm chaotic good. I'm gonna try to save it and just take it prisoner.
I think you're chaotic drunk.
I mean,
Is there a
Well,
difference?
that's
well,
fair.
I'm neutral good, so you guys could do whatever the fuck you want, you know? So I'm all on board. But I have to start the turn though, so
I mean, both of you guys, Chesty and Teo, I think are both chaotic good. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Maybe y'all want to take it as a bet.
Wes,
But
you still
well,
Wes, you
no,
still
because
have
like
your Wes, you still have your bucket, right?
yeah,
Why don't you
just
douse your
douse it a little bit more.
douse your rope in water and then try to capture, or I don't know. But it needs
Like
to be knocked out first, right?
I
wet my
mean,
rope.
I would say it had to be knocked out. I mean,
Yeah, knock it out. Yeah.
I don't
That's
want to catch a fire demon.
Yeah, if you shoot a wet arrow at him, it'll do more damage, right?
I don't know. It's just a wet arrow, you know. It's not like water enchanted.
No, because the bucket of water did some damage, right?
That was like a big splash of water.
Ah, yeah.
You like doused
Well,
for a second.
well, I can blind him, so like so Therok and Drez could like knock him out later. You
Oh
know
yeah,
that would
I think
yeah
that's a good idea.
yeah because I do have my eagle to do that like the support skill. So I don't even need to do a hunted shot because that might kill him, right? So I'll just take a regular shot after
Just shoot him.
moving behind Therok. Yeah,
All right, so you're gonna move behind him right there,
yeah,
And
right
then try
there.
and blind.
Yeah,
and then
and
just a regular shot with your bow.
yeah,
Right.
regular shot with my bow.
Oh, it did a private roll. I think. Y'all see that?
No.
Nope.
Yeah. Switch it
Missed.
back. You switch it back here to public. All right. So yes, unfortunately, it was a miss. Rip.
One more shot.
He's too wily. So this will be with a map of -5 though. You still want to do
Minus
it?
5. At this point, the only thing I can do is douse him with my bugging.
It's up to you.
I mean, it'll do some damage. It's definitely a tactic you can use.
Mm-hmm.
Every little bit helps.
All right.
You
All right.
want
What
to
else
douse?
is there? Right.
You want to douse him?
Yeah, I'll douse him.
All right, so we'll say that he can't easily dodge that, and it does another 2 damage. He curses in his unidentified language. Therok, step forward and take your action.
All right. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sheathe my axe.
That's free action, right?
Nope, that costs 1.
Oh.
Yeah, she then calls 1. Okay.
Yep, and I'm going to perform an unarmed attack. I'm going to punch it. Well, actually, I got to move towards it. I'm a little far away. I got short dwarf arms.
You gonna hit it unarmed?
Yep, I'm going to hit it unarmed right in the face.
Okay.
And here we go.
Oh, you gonna roll it? There you
What you get?
go. No,
Oh,
let me do it. I can do it with him targeting, I think.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
nice.
So it is a hit. Your little short, stubby dwarf arm of fury comes through, and the fire method is not fast enough to dodge it. He takes 7 damage.
7 damage off a fist. Wow.
Yeah, critically wounding him. He screams out in pain. He curses in his language. Clearly, he's wounded by that meaty dwarf paw. And you got one more action.
Nope,
Don't you?
I sheathed, moved, and
Jeez,
punched.
move. Yeah. All right, Neji, what do you do?
Okay. Finish this. Can I do here? Okay. So I'm going to. What if I throw a chair at him and knock him out? I have a telekinesis spell I can use. Will you allow us to knock him out if it
Yeah,
does kill him? If it does lower his HP to 0?
yeah. We'll say he got knocked out, not dead.
All right.
Yeah. How do you do your telekinesis? I'm looking at it. Let's
So
see.
I'm gonna go.
Is it telekinetic projectile or which
Yeah,
one?
that's the one. That's the one.
Alright.
Yeah. So
That
I'm
has
gonna move.
one.
I'm gonna move up first though. I gotta move to like here. Then I'm gonna use this chair.
Oh yeah,
to
your
the-
spell attack is high too, right?
I'm gonna use this spell. Grab one of these chairs and then throw it at the fireman
Yeah.
pit.
So let me see
Alright.
what you roll a spell roll.
So how do I?
Spell attack roll to see if you hit it. So let me check you here. Let me see. Can I just click it here? Yeah. Okay. Let me see if this will get it.
Oh fuck. Okay.
But why wasn't it? Hold on. I needed to be against this little guy.
Whew. Saved by the game master.
Well, I mean, wait. Oh, there it gives me a button inside of this thing. Let's see.
Oh yeah, that's gonna knock him out. Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
miss.
still,
What?
still,
Oh,
man.
are you fucking serious?
Dude, that sucks. And you got a +7 too.
How off was I for
I
hitting
didn't.
him?
I didn't look at the dice. Well, so you rolled a 13, and his AC is 17, so you needed You needed an 11 or
Ugh.
higher with your +7.
All right.
Yeah, so you missed it. That was a good
Ugh.
idea, though. It's definitely a good idea, and that's cool when you link that with that button. That's what worked. Clicking it from your sheet didn't work. I guess I could have done that too.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, not cool that you miss, I guess. Is that 2 actions though? You still have 1?
No, I moved 50 feet, so that's
Move
3
50
actions.
feet.
Yeah.
All right, so Eagle's turn. You want to leave him outside, or you want him to save somebody?
Yeah, I wanted to save one person.
Wait, he
Alright.
can't carry a bucket. How's he gonna carry a person?
Well,
Wake
but
him up.
he pecks them on out the door. That's what we
They're
said.
unconscious though.
He's like a flying sheepdog. He's just herding.
It's true. They're unconscious, but I think even if you were unconscious from smoke inhalation, if a bird was pecking at your head, you know, you would get up. That's what we're gonna say anyway. All right, so Drez, make a move against this fire demon that's just clearly assaulted you.
All right. Well, can I do a tumble through if he's standing on top of a table?
Yeah, so you get up on the table.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to try just diagonally tumble behind or tumble through, whatever they call it right here.
All right. Tumble. I think it should give you a yeah. Okay, let's see. Target.
Acrobatics +7.
I think I can do it for you here. This.
Oh fuck.
Ooh.
We can try again.
Fucking son of a bitch. All right.
So it's a diagonal square though, and I don't think there's any attacks of opportunity in diagonal squares, so you're good. He doesn't attack you. I need to check that though.
So did I actually make the move, or am I still
No,
where I'm at?
Your movement right there ends, and it's
Gotcha. Like I try to tumble through and hit my head on the table, and
right. You tried, but he's just dancing around so quickly.
Gotcha.
You didn't find an opening, and you just kind of blubbered around and fell in place like a
all right.
dead
Well,
weight.
fuck it. Let's see if we can finish this dagger attack.
And then you're supposed to trigger any kind of thing like if you had just entered into that square.
Right.
But I think if you come at something diagonally, that doesn't trigger an attack of opportunity.
Gotcha.
I need to double check it, but I think that's how it works. All right, so you're just gonna hit it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a dagger
Gonna
attack on it.
kill it?
Don't you have one hand empty? Can't you do an unarmed attack?
Yeah, but I'm not about to punch this fucking
You're
thing.
gonna
If we
kill
knock
it?
if we knock it out, it's going to wake up, start another goddamn fire, which we're going to spend another 3 hours trying to put out while debating if we should knock it out again.
Oh man!
But imagine a
true.
situation at the Citadel where fire would
fine,
come in
fuck it.
handy.
Unarmed attack. Punch the son of a bitch in the face.
All right, here we go. You swing.
My
But
goodness, what are with these rolls right now?
Okay,
Wow.
Mary, hey, Mary, from now on, take a pause on rolling for me. I'm going to roll for myself and see if you're cursed or if I'm cursed.
Yeah, can we roll for ourselves, Mary? It's more
Yeah.
fun that way. Yeah.
Yeah, just what you have to do to make it work is that target. You have to select it as your target. Yeah.
Do we left click it or right click it to select it as a
You
target?
should be able to right click it, and then on the left hand side, right above the little
It
Does
puts
it have like
that little colored dot on him.
yeah. Can y'all do it? Can y'all make it a target? Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like I can.
Is it showing me targeting it right now?
It doesn't show me, but if you see the markers, that means
Yeah,
it's
like
target.
it does a pink dot for me.
A pink dot.
Yeah.
Like for me, I have like 4 arrows pointing at it, like around it.
Yeah, same.
That means it's targeted. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, if you want to do it, yeah, use that. If you have it targeted, what I've learned is that means the skill or whatever macro that you use, that's what you're gonna check against.
You'll have to click the target button on your toolbar on the left hand side.
The ones where it's like you guys want to do something and it's like, okay, I'll give you a check of like 16 against that.
Yeah.
That's when it's not like something in the rules like specifically like something's gonna attack you or whatever. I mean there's just ways of dealing with it.
I gotta find out if it's you rolling for me that's cursed or if it's me that's cursed. So I'm gonna roll at least my next few ones, see what happens.
You've got another action, Chesty.
Okay. In that case, I move over here.
All right. So the fire method, unconcerned with what Chastity's doing, turns his attention to Therok, Grimmane.
Therok, what's
And-
your HP now?
I'm at 15 and my shield's still got 18.
Okay.
I'm all right.
and
He's
he
tanked.
strikes.
Ooh.
And he
nice.
hits.
Hit.
Well, hold on. Before we do this,
Yes.
I'm going to perform one of my feats. Since I still have my shield in my hand, I'm going to use
Yeah.
reactive shield.
Reactive shield. With snap your shield in place. You mean use the
Oh,
razor shield?
You can't though, because the Memphit didn't attack you, right? Or is it?
He did.
Oh,
he
it's
did.
the okay, right. It's
Yeah, it's a melee strike with his jaws.
yeah, okay.
He gains. You gain all the AC of your shield, right?
Yeah, so it put me at
21.
21, yep.
Means he misses. Yep. So you, in a flurry, raise your shield just at the right moment to catch the imp as he tries to bite you. And he misses. He dances off, though, behind this table with his last action. And now,
It is West.
well, unfortunately, the smoke inhalation is getting worse. And you can tell that if these people at the back of the room don't get out soon, they're never going to get out.
I thought we didn't have any smoke inhalation because the fires are out and the doors are open.
The fires are out and the doors are open, but these people are still, they were already choking from it. They were unconscious, and the room hasn't cleared out that fast. So, need to do something.
God damn it. Oh, okay.
Just saying, they need attention. They need medical attention.
Right.
They can't
What
be
if-
in this smoke. I mean, because look, there's still torches burning in here. Like, there's already, on a good day, excuse me, like a good day, like a level of smoke in here. You feel me?
Didn't you say the win condition was to put out the fire or get the people out? And now there's no fires.
I think we probably also have the method. Have to have
But
the
you've
method.
got the
dead.
method up.
So
Yeah.
so if we can take out the Mephit, then we're done, right?
I would say so, because then you can deal with the people with no
Okay.
distraction.
Yeah, that's probably a lot better. We got like 5 people to get out, so might as well deal with the Mephit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or I mean, we can also split. Like 2 can take on the
Yeah,
method,
that's
and 2
what I
can
was
start
thinking.
trying to get the other people out if we need to.
I mean, I'll go
Okay,
punch this thing again. I hit it pretty hard.
Yeah, you guys, you and Chesty could fuck it up, and me and shit could deal with the people. Do we have enough to get them all safely out in time?
I mean, we gotta make the effort at least.
It's just the fucking rolls, man.
Y'all go-
Rolls have been shitty lately.
Y'all go get the people. I'll take care of the method.
Okay.
Well,
alright.
and Sergeant Abrams down here, Abraham's wanting to redeem himself for basically being a putz and not doing a damn thing or having his guards help with anything. He can still help you if you tell him to get somebody out. He can.
How many
help
people?
one person out?
There's 4 people left that are unconscious.
How many people can we get out at a time? One.
One.
Yeah, because they're unconscious.
So we could, if with Sergeant Abrams, we can get one. Yeah, so 4. It would take 4 of us to get them out in one turn.
Well, Teo, you're sure? I mean, you can handle the method on your own, right?
Yeah, I should be able to. I get a +10 to my hit roll
So-
on the unarmed attack, and then a +7, or sorry, +5 on the damage.
All right.
Yeah,
But
Teo,
right
it's
now,
up to you.
but right now it's Wesley's turn, so he could actually go for the method and end it now if he succeeds.
That's
Or-
true.
Well, that's if you guys want.
Do we
you
want to
guys
kill
still
it, or do we
wanna
want to save
capture
it?
All right.
I mean, we're putting lives at risk the longer we sit here and try to capture the thing. Like
Mhm.
I get that capturing it is apparently playing out to be important, but it's not important enough to completely fail at. You get me?
I mean, who
Or
really likes Sammy
is
Van
it?
Landingham anyway?
I mean, there's four of us, and Teo could just. Teo
I
has a
mean,
lot of HP.
like-
He could
I
go
mean,
for a
Like
turn
that's
for turn.
my thing. If we're going to try to keep it alive, then just let Teo run up there and punch it, and the rest of us
Mhm.
take care of
Alright,
getting the people.
Yeah,
out.
I think
I
that's the
would
play.
interject. You're banking on that you can find somebody that like could understand it too. So I mean,
Mm.
I don't.
I can only move 75 feet anyway in a max turn, so I can't even get to the door in one turn.
Well, I would say it like this: you're new to to town, right? You just got here. You don't really know people. You're here for adventure, whatever. So it's not like you can just go door to door with a little demon spawn to be like, "Hey, you know what this is saying?" And you met most of the people here. None of them are like priests or anything. So
We're also
Wow.
outsiders here that just got to town, and people are not going to like us at all if we
For
let these people
walking a little
die.
imp around. Yeah.
I know this
alright,
doesn't really
so-
fit my alignment, but we could use it to threaten people for information. I'm just
It
saying.
doesn't fit with my. It doesn't fit with my alignment either.
Teo,
So
Teo also uncharacteristically hasn't offered it a drink.
Well,
Not
I
someone
don't.
passes out.
Remember, I hate goblins, so
Fire and alcohol also don't go well together, and we've already made
yeah.
this shit worse once. But whatever we're gonna
Alright.
do, we need to make a decision. Like,
All right.
are we killing it? Are we keeping it alive? Who's going where?
I think we should kill it and move on.
Okay, well, it's on you then, Wes.
hey, here's our other
Alright.
option. Do we want to try to ignore it and get all 5 out? Because if we have Sergeant Abrams take one,
It's gonna start more fires though,
Yeah.
if you leave it.
Well, but if we get all the people out, the fires aren't that big a deal.
But if you
Well,
just kill it, we're done.
yeah.
Like, if we kill it, we're
Yeah.
done.
He
Like,
just he'll set
Yeah.
fire to this building, and then he'll set fire to the town.
Yeah,
we'll just kill
nobody-
it.
I mean, yeah,
just kill
I
it,
agree.
or
Like,
then we're done. Yeah.
yeah, let's take it out.
All right. Hunt a shot.
Wait, your buff isn't on it.
yeah, it is.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Is
Yeah,
I
he,
don't.
it's on him? He
Is it
has.
supposed to have a mark on it? I don't see a
Yeah, it's
mark on
supposed
it.
it's supposed to put it on the target, right?
Yeah, hold on.
Mhm.
No, let me put it on there. Make
I
sure.
remember him using hunted prey, but then never actually shooting it.
Yeah.
There you go. He's got it now.
Okay. I could just click on this simple dice roller. Is that
What are you trying to do?
hunted shot?
Just a hunted shot. So that's just two. That's just two attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have him targeted from your character sheet on the action tab, just hit that strike. You can do them one at a time if you want to. Just hit it once, and if it's a hit, we can resolve it.
Is it a D? That's a D8, right?
It's right under your longbow. It's a button that says strike, and it'll resolve it for you.
Wait.
Like you got your character sheet open,
Right.
and on that action tab, right under strikes, the first one should say longbow,
Okay.
and then there's a blue button. Yeah.
Right. Roll and then strike again, right?
Yep. Because it's two shots.
Nice.
So
Good
that was
roll.
There
a
we go.
definite hit. And then click the damage button.
Bye.
Go. And then so he's dead. Make him take that damage. He dies in a yelp.
In your face again, fire method.
Alright. And then the remaining folks. What the
Oh,
hell?
whoops.
That's got to count for something.
Fireworks. Yeah.
8d8.
Okay.
Alright, so the remaining folks flood out of the hall here. Let me see.
Except
Go.
Sergeant Abrams, he didn't do shit, so he can stay in there and die from smoke
He
inhalation.
was going to.
I mean, we did get him to throw one bucket of water.
Yeah, he was useful a little bit.
Can I drag the corpse with me?
Do not touch the corpse.
No, it should be gone for you.
Bad dwarf.
I just want to parade it around town as a reminder of what we did for the town.
And what we
Uh,
almost
And you
the-
get it
almost
too
did.
close to a torch, and suddenly it's alive again.
the Mephit corpse, it goes up in a little puff of smoke, and you all are in amazement because you've never seen anything like it before because your intelligence is so low and you have no background story.
I go into the corner.
So I don't know what you've seen and not seen in your life. All right, so look, all the citizens, they come wearily back and coughing. They're all smoke inhalated.
I go sit in the corner, sulk, and pour myself another drink.
I go stand by Trini and hit on her some more.
You
Um,
definitely. Oh, I
I
picked
could
you up
tr-
too,
I
Teo. Sorry.
I actually have medicine, so I could treat the townspeople.
Well, everybody, they're all sufficiently. The counselors are, looking after them. So everybody's good. They're all kind of healing about. Uh, you're checking on people. All of y'all are, except for Teo, who's gone off
No, I came back. You drugged me out here, so.
into the corner. Greta notices Sergeant Abrahams finally brings his ass out here. The beggar that was sitting out here the whole time, he's just like, what the hell? He's laughing at all y'all. Just like, this is why I'm a beggar, because I don't have to deal with any of this shit.
I
XP,
go up to
though.
the beggar and I use intimidate and I say, "Tell me what you know about this right now."
XP, though, I don't know how to deal with this, not kind of OC. You guys want to all open your character sheets and put in the XP for that?
And
Where do we enter?
in game or
10 million, right?
I mean, I would say in game, and if you
Okay,
want to
how do
transfer it.
we?
So
how do we-
open your character sheet,
Yeah.
double click on yourself. It's the easiest way.
Yeah.
And then you should just be able to manipulate it. So since you saved all of the spectators, all of the townspeople, that's 100 XP. All
Okay,
right.
I don't see where to change it.
Is it
Oh,
right
it's
up there at the top
oh,
right
there
where
it
it
is,
says
top
our
right.
level?
Yeah.
Top
Okay, so
right. Yeah.
100. Okay.
So because you put the fire out, I'm gonna actually give you 50 XP. It says 30. I'm gonna give you 50.
And we killed the fire demon twice.
Yeah, we formed the fire demon.
Yes, we did.
You killed the fire demon twice. Let me hold on. I had that chart pulled up. Hold
Yeah.
on. There's actually a chart for creatures.
Plus
Yo,
20 and then minus 40 for bringing it back to life.
I think it's.
Hey,
I think
guys,
it's
I found an exploit. XP exploit. Fire demon. Just
Right.
put
Just
fire
farm
on it when it
yeah,
dies.
fire on it.
So he. I don't know. I don't know how many people will like that mechanic. So he was a weak creature, but you did get 30 XP each time you killed him. So that's another 60 XP.
So
So
210 in total.
altogether.
So 210 total. Yep. So has everybody got that? Let's see what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm gonna update my path builder as well.
Well, in the aftermath, Greta Gardenia looks around, hugging some of the townspeople next to her, while others wearily clap her on the back in thanks for their lives. What manner of madness just happened? This could be no accident. Did anyone see anything? Just at that moment, one of the guards that was stationed outside comes back from around the corner of the western side. He was stationed outside before the fire began, and he says, the clerk saw everything. It was Calmot, that cad of a blacksmith's apprentice. He lit the fires in the halls next to the chamber. He also set that fire monster loose on the crowd. The second guard shouts in assent. Indeed, uh, all the witnesses outside the building saw him run toward Hellknight Hill. A surprised and worried wave ripples through the crowd at this information, including Warble's distinct voice. The Citadel! The Bumble Brashers! Greta raises her hand authoritatively, and the crowd begins to calm. Friends, we'll get to the bottom of this, she assures them, but we can't do it alone. Who are the heroes in attendance today? Heroes, are you willing to investigate Hellknight Hill? Question.
Motherfucker,
What's it
I-
pay?
Kill me. Of course, I'm going to kill him.
What's it pay?
Well, so, is that your introduction? If that is that your introduction to the council? At this point, they haven't spoken to you really. You just shouted at each other.
Well, we won't risk our lives for anything.
We've done a day's work here today.
She
And
says,
you
"Of
ask
she
more
says,
out of us.
She says, of course, of course. She says, here, take these as tokens of our esteem already. And she gives each of you 2 minor healing potions. And she gives you 50 SP each, which I'll be like placing in your bags here. So she already has given you that. She offers you 10 gold apiece if you can contact the Bumble Brashers, and another 10 gold for tracking down Calmont. But she asks you, if possible, to bring him back alive. So, you know, you were already trying to capture that method. You got rope. He's not a fire demon, right? They said he's a blacksmith's apprentice. So
Mhm.
you could probably accomplish that, maybe. How hard is a
Well, no
blacksmith
guarantees.
Blacksmith's Apprentice is probably a pretty stout guy.
I mean, he does have fire damage, you know that. But if he's
Yeah, he could summon fire demons.
I
I
he's
tell
mean,
her-
running off, right? He's a coward. So
Is
I tell her-
the blacksmith in attendance right now, Mary? In this crowd?
he's not. He's at
Okay.
his shop working.
Alright, so we should probably pay him a visit.
we should.
But it's getting late, so let's wrap up what we need to wrap
Yeah, I
up.
think I'm
Yeah.
going to go ahead and rest.
Yeah. So we'll say you guys accept the mission. I'm gonna finish putting your rewards for that. And then yeah, we can pick up. If y'all want to spend some time in the city, seeing if you can talk to people on the next session, we could do that. Otherwise, the next step is y'all approach Hellknight Hill for the
Yeah.
next one.
When do you guys want to play next?
I'm
Tomorrow.
down. Yeah, I'm down.
Thursday will be the next for
anytime.
me.
Thursday? I'm good for next Thursday.
I'm good for
Okay.
next Thursday too.
I'm good for anything until school gets back in, and then I'm probably still good. Just maybe
Mm-hmm.
shorter sessions. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I'll save a Thursday night for this. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we went longer than I thought, but that's what's up.
Because of
Well,
Teo.
as
You're welcome.
as we get more knowledge of what we're doing here, it'll probably streamline some too.
Well, in that first encounter, I mean, there's supposed to be a little bit more pressure. I was kind of making it not as hectic. There's supposed to be damage that starts from the smoke inhalation earlier. By the time I was gonna do it, all the fire was out though, and it's supposed to be 15 people before the little thing for the water starts, but I changed it to 10. But then made 15 like a bonus because there's a bonus if you get more people out. So, but I think it worked.
Yeah, we got 15 anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was wondering if there was a better option of putting out a fire, but it's not like they have hoses during that time.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, like if
Well,
we had
it is-
like a wizard with some kind of rain
I mean,
spell or something,
If
but
I knew, like I could have equipped a water spell, but
yeah, well, that's the thing. You never know.
yeah, you
just,
never know.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Well, it is kind of cool that like eventually the they stop they stop helping you, right? Because then
Yeah.
if you're only relying on them, they can, you know. I'm gonna look.
Also, our
forward.
rolls were shit tonight, guys. Legit.
Well,
Rolls
if
were pretty shit,
y'all
yeah.
start rolling for yourself, then
Yeah.
you don't blame me.
Also, so I hit this rest for the night button, and it says that I gained 3 hit points, but they didn't show up. So should I just add them manually?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, well, so
You just camp out right here in front of the hall.
Yeah,
You
I
should
mean, I was a slave for 300 years.
Well, no, look,
Yeah.
I can sleep anywhere.
I'm gonna
I
show. I'm
I'll
gonna
just
show
sleep on
West.
top of a tree.
I'm gonna show West the tavern, so you guys are back at the Wizard's Grace. Fucking AHS.
can I hang out at the other tavern? That's where I want to stay.
Yeah,
With my people.
yeah. Get the fuck out of here. But yeah, no, this was a fun sesh, man.
Oh yeah,
What?
definitely.
Yeah. Thanks for setting up, Mary, man.
Yeah,
Super fun.
yeah. thanks
Yeah,
for
it was
setting
awesome.
up. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
dude. Well, I say it's easier and easier the more that, like, the more that's set up, the more there is ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's very
and
good. It's a very good scenario too.
Yeah, I was not
There's like
expecting that at all. I'm like,
yeah,
oh
because
shit.
there was
starts
like
running.
multiple things going around. There was a demon, there's fucking fires, You really have to use
Yeah,
your head.
the next part's kind of more. It's a little more straightforward, I think. But yeah, dude. I mean, if Thursdays are good, we'll say next Thursday, and then if whatever happens, we'll get it going. Sounds
Maybe
good to me.
maybe get more of these
Yeah.
guys to come play.
Yeah.
Would be more fun with more people.
It'd be wild, man. I don't know what's the like. That video game lets you have 6 people. Kingmaker.
Oh
I
shit.
don't know
Well,
what's the like
and like
optimal part. How many
even
people in your other game?
4.
It's just your
I think
4
I think
y'all.
4 is the minimum, isn't it? For most campaigns.
I mean, nah. You can have any size, right? I mean, it's all about just tweaking it. I mean, that'd be lame if you were doing this with like 2 people because you just have to make everything weak and
Yeah.
you gotta cheese it a more.
All right, guys, I'm about to hop out of here.
Yeah,
Fun stuff
no,
tonight.
it's late, bro. Appreciate it, man.
Yep. You
I was
guys have
gonna
a good
say,
night.
Right.
if we
I'll see
if
you,
we
dude.
have like people like